Amy Rose were married and then they got divorced. Like, that's a real, plot point they have in there is they got divorced.
Do not give those Shad Amy shippers any more fuel for their fire.
And I don't know why. It was an alternate universe, just in the future.
There's definitely a universe where Sally married Shadow.
Surely.
I remember that one because there was once an entire walkthrough of how that happened, and then it resulted in 30 years later where Sally married Sonic.
They're not animals. They're actually all aliens, just so you know. From
that is according to Ken Penders, and I don't take anything Ken Penders says
Ken
is canon.
Penders is the lifeblood of that comic series.
But,
no.
That makes more sense to me, though, because they're not really like hedgehogs at all.
But if you read fanfiction, everyone just calls them anthropomorphs, and it's a lot easier.
Yeah, but they're aliens.
Yeah. Although I read a really great crossover that was Sonic and Doctor Who, and they were eating, meat, and Rose freaked out. She's like, wait, this is you guys! It's like, no, they're not sentient, it's different. This is a really good fanfiction writer, by the way. This is a phenomenal story.
Sounds like something I don't want to ever go into.
No, but
not interested in Doctor Who, not interested in Sonic.
Ludicrous. It's like that. I really like reading just the lore of of either Sonic or Kingdom Hearts.
Curious.
If you ever want to borrow my Sonic the Hedgehog encyclopedia for the comics, I got you covered.
It's really good, dude. My friend knows them.
I read it. It makes no sense.
He explained why the star guy from Shadow the Hedgehog, that game, Star is actually Shadow's father.
Well, that's just in the that's in the video game.
Yeah,
that's just common sense.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's his
but
DNA.
He explained it, but it's
in Shadow the Hedgehog the game, he contributed his DNA to make Shadow, which is why
did he become
now Shadow has to give the chaos. I don't know about the hedgehog.
Thank you.
What? Why did he become a hedgehog?
No, thank you. Why did he become a hedgehog that looks exactly like Sonic?
Because it was 2000. They wanted goth Sonic.
Okay, but have you ever looked into the Kingdom Hearts lore?
I have the first Kingdom Hearts game, and I'm scared because I'm already confused.
I'm
on the Aladdin level.
Dude, it's crazy. It's not in the same way that Sonic is like, what is even happening? Everything
is
happening
everyone
at the same
married?
time. Yeah, why is everybody... It's just a big fan fiction, basically.
No wonder. It's so popular to write fan fiction in this universe.
Amy what?
Amy Rose.
And, but the thing about that one is it has mechanics, it has very specific mechanics for how, the Heartless and the Soulless, I don't remember what they're called, how they work. So. The two enemies, how they work. But they constantly break that, so you're like, okay, so they have another exception? Why do they even have rules?
I don't think they have rules. They just make up rules as they go along.
There's so many clones in that one. Everyone's a clone of
the
everyone.
little bit I've heard about that, because I want to get through all of it, I'm like,
Silver
what?
Hedgehog.
Silver the Hedgehog.
He's from Sonic 06.
From a different world.
Different dimension. Same dimension Blaze is from.
Yes,
which
is a water world.
He has a snowboard.
Lots of people, not always. A lot of people ship him with Blaze. A lot of people ship.
Blaze.
I love Blaze, but a lot of people ship Sonic and Amy, including me.
Cream the Rabbit.
Yep, she came out in Sonic the Hedgehog or Sonic Advance 2.
She has a Aqua Wash.
What?
It's a chow.
That's a chow, yeah. An aqua wash?
Oshawott is what he tried to say.
It looks exactly like that Pokemon you like.
An Oshawott.
It's a chow. It's a chow and his name is Cheese, a.k.a. Cream and Cheese.
Cream cheese, yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
She's adorable. She's 6 years old and adorable.
Metal Sonic, whoa.
Yeah, Metal Sonic.
Oh, I love Metal Sonic. The lore of Metal Sonic is so cool. I have the Sonic...
He looks
Sonic the Hedgehog OVA, best storyline ever.
He looks like Megabyte.
I disagree. I think Sonic Underground is the best.
You guys know
I love Sonic... I really do love Sonic Underground. But Sonic the Hedgehog made me cry, the OVA.
That sounds illegal. Sonic Underground.
It should be.
And the music is awful. But it's a very interesting show.
Does he not look like Megabyte?
Oh my god, yes, he does.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You're not wrong.
Have you guys seen Reboot?
I haven't. I've heard actually a lot about it.
Oh, dude, that was my jam when I was a kid.
I just think it's really funny that it's these things for Sonic the Hedgehog are so ingrained in me, and you're discovering Amy Rose for the first time, and she's been around since 1993.
Yeah.
Which is exactly how long I've been around.
Yes, sir.
Would you like a slice of something?
Yeah, what are you drinking?
I have Woodford Reserve, double.
Okay.
Or I have Knob Creek. any kind.
Let's do the Woodford.
Whitford?
Sure.
So you were born in 93? Oh. Isn't that sad? I
was a
used to
junior
be
in-
on the opposite side.
That's why I'm trying to enjoy it now.
Nursing school.
Oh my
A
god.
chameleon.
SBO, right?
Yep.
I'm like even 4
I was
years
already
later.
Graduated
color.
in high school
I,
at that point.
Wait, you were born 97?
Oh,
Nice.
was.
That was a good year.
I just.
I didn't know you were
graduated
97.
Yeah, I just graduated from college like 5 months ago.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Even then, that's early, right?
Yeah, I graduated a semester early.
Because I was gonna
Netflix.
say my friend was born in '96. He's evil.
Who would have thought? He looks totally nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
thank you,
turns
sir.
into a demon.
Yeah, he has a really
He
good
kills.
story.
He kills Sonic.
We
Sonic
forgot
gets
any of
kissed
the-
by
Oh, yeah,
Elise,
yeah,
brings
yeah.
him back
God,
to
I
life.
forgot about that. It's the worst.
It really is.
I've
Right.
act- Why is
I'm
like
sorry,
one
you're
of
already
the only
streaming
Sonic
now?
games I've
Yeah.
actually
Yeah, that's
played like
fine.
the
As
whole
soon
way
as I
through?
know.
You played Sonic the
Yeah.
Hedgehog 06?
Yeah.
I keep threatening to set it on
Yeah, we're-
fire.
I did it as a
Oh.
joke, but then I
Your
the
pretzels
camera
are
right
seen.
here.
Yeah.
My pretzels are seen.
Pretzels are seen.
They are the star.
Brought to you
There
by
we go.
Utz.
Okay, welcome everybody. Hopefully you can hear us okay. So for those of you who have joined us before in the just past recent weeks, we have been doing a separate group, which was for the Shieldlands, and we are getting back to our original group, which is known as the Stupendously Lucky Adventuring Party, otherwise known as S.L.A.P. One of our players that depicts what S.L.A.P really means is not here yet. He will be here in a little bit. But at any rate, what this group is really comprised of is mostly kind of a hodgepodge of different character classes, which we'll go through who everybody is actually playing. Unfortunately, a couple of our other players were unable to make it tonight, so we'll lose a couple characters, but in the end, we should be good to go. Okay. So, to kind of bring everybody up to speed of where we were at last time S.L.A.P was in action, you had gone through and brought back the Anvil of the Lortmill Mountains from where you were at. Okay? Anvil of the Lortmill Mountains is almost like a minor artifact, which would be really important to the dwarves here in Overlook. So Overlook was a city that you came to, is much more of a dwarven city. You came here specifically to, you were led here actually, to help out in some of the humanoid fights that were going on. And the city group sent you out, the priest of Clangeddon sent you out to help protect the monks that were the dwarven clerics, if you will, out and about. So you came back to this area. Oh, I do have the Shieldlands here. All right, so hold on a second. Change here.
Ah. Yeah, we're not in the Shieldlands.
Yeah, you are definitely not in the Shieldlands. You're close.
Like a body of water away, right?
Just take a train.
I'm sure those
Take
exist.
an Uber.
Uber but with dragons.
Ooh, Uber for dragons.
Do dragons ride
Or
other
Uber
dragons?
with dragons. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because it's like if the dragons are Ubering, what are they riding?
Right.
Other dragons, bigger dragons?
Yeah, like.
Okay.
I don't know.
Big cheese and house. Okay. Oh, Biggie cheese. and
Biggie
house.
cheese.
There we go.
Thanks for following.
Okay. Actually,
Also, I now realized I'm officially the one who's always eating.
I mean,
Pass the pretzels and I'll start eating.
fortunately for the stream, I finished my Taco Bell
I'll
earlier.
grab some of these.
No, what's sad is I ate dinner before I came. And then I bought more food.
Well, we all appreciate
No.
I like munching.
Get out of here.
Munching is fun.
all right. So anyway, you came back and
That's me.
okay.
His asshole tighter than a snare drum.
Yeah. Okay, so you came back and delivered the Anvil of the Lortmill Mountains. That's really going to be helpful for the dwarves that are there. They're going to now be able to fashion a lot more masterwork weapons as well as armor and things like that. So you've really helped the war effort in this sense.
So they owe
Not necessarily owe you.
Maybe.
So, hold on here a second. Sorry.
Odd.
Rod! Did you just say no? That he's not coming.
Okay, so unfortunately he will not be here.
Darn
And
it.
I'm telling him that Scabies is dying tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That seems appropriate. Oh, good. At least Jokin's on his way.
Okay. So anyway, at this point, you're given a little bit of downtime. So that you can spend some time in the city if you wish. Do whatever it is that you actually wish. So Ben, you have a couple of new Well, we're getting a lot of meat tonight. We had Big Cheese and we got T-bone steak, so we're getting
I
like cold
have
cuts.
questions. Are you guys friends? If not, you should become friends.
T-bone steak 7.
There we go. So you're going to be playing Bart's characters for right now until we can get incorporated a few of yours. So the big thing about Bart's characters are you have Gildor, who is a bounty hunter. He has the hots for Ilya.
Okay.
Okay, which
Everyone
is
does.
Amy's character. That is true.
Not true at all.
No, it's not. She wouldn't want it that way either.
So he's a bounty hunter. So bounty hunters they're kind of almost like a combination of almost like a fighter and a thief, so to speak. But they are exactly what the class describes. They literally are going out for bounties to try to bring people back to justice or whatever the case may be. Okay, they have the ability to backstab, very similar to thieves, the way thieves do. Very much like assassins in first edition. Assassins can do an outright kill, whereas bounty hunters do a knockout. Okay. Obviously, you have to have surprise and things like that. But you have certain theming abilities. You also have some fighter abilities that intermix. Cool. Okay. The other one is Eliath. So Eliath is a traditional paladin, holy fighter, human. His biggest thing is saying in a very soft voice, "By the light of the moon." So the expectation is you're going to be saying that an awful lot. If
Just
you do
like in
nothing
any
else.
circumstance,
Any
say
circumstance.
whenever. Okay.
Yeah.
He also pooped himself once.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we all
I don't
chipped
like
in
it.
for an extra backpack for him so he can carry extra fig leaves in
Yes.
for those situations.
He definitely, in Monty Python lingo, he soiled his armor. So.
Gotcha.
There was a demon. He had to roll. He did not do well.
By the shite of the moon.
Okay. So, you have a few different areas it is that you can explore if you so choose. For the viewers that are watching, effectively, the town of Overlook, like I said, is a dwarven city. It is in the Lortmill Mountains. And there is a, if you will, almost like a conspiracy that's going on about a whole bunch of humanoids that are trying to attack through the mountains themselves, make their way through Selene, which is the Elven Kingdom. So Overlook is in an area of the Lortmills that is almost like a, if you will, almost like a hook of the mountains, so similar to like the Cape Cod area, if you will, and it's sitting like right in the cusp of that area. Okay? So, certain characters did go up, so I did do updated experience for everybody. So if you look on the back of your sheets, if you have anything that may say choice, if you're spellcasters, that means that you may get extra spells. Some of you may also have choice written on the front of your sheet when it comes to proficiencies. Okay? So,
Is Candace with us still?
not at the moment. So, Candace went off to go and handle a few bounties of her own.
Orlo, Pari,
Okay?
that guy.
That guy. He doesn't get a name.
Which one was the paladin? Was it the silver guy? Is that him up there?
He is the left-handed.
Behind, top, up behind.
Yep. Right.
Yeah.
Is him. As well.
Thomas! Jay still paying with you? For you?
Awesome. Okay. At any rate, I'm going to go through and circle on the map itself. What else is? Maybe. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. So, in section A, which is this area here, all around, is an area known as Blister. Okay? In section B, down here, this is known as the Boneyard. In section C, which is up here, is known as Elf Town. the most remarkable area of this is that there's no elves in Elftown.
Sure.
Section D, which is right down here, is known as Forge Works. So that would be an area that you would have like armorers, weapon makers, things of that nature. Section E, which is right here in the middle of the city, is called High Hall. This is like the high, very high class. There's a lot of ritzy dwarves that live in that area, as well as humans, as well as where the temple was at, I believe.
Right.
Okay. You then have section F, which is in the top left-hand corner up here. This is known as Nine Bells. This is where an awful lot of the different types of churches and stuff were at,
Right.
inside of Overlook. Okay. Section G, which is way out here, this is called Shantytown. Now, if you notice the way that the city is actually constructed, you notice all sorts of different walls. Okay? So as the city expanded, it built walls around those structures, and there are talks about building a wall actually around Shantytown and expanding everything out. But these are mostly like squatters and, the unfortunates.
Kind of like, they've been around long enough. Might as well build a wall.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where Neb will hang out at.
Okay, section H here, this is Stonehammer, that's here. And then section I, which is up here, this is what is known as Trade Town. Okay, and that's where you would find like all of your extras that you may go looking for.
GameStop 2 for 1.
That's where I got my Detective Pikachu plushie.
If only there was a place where you could get some meat and some cheese.
Really? That may be able to be accommodated.
What?
So,
Man, I will come with you.
Kix would
in
love
this
nothing more.
area, you happen to remember that there was a very, very special place.
Yes. I was actually just thinking about that.
This is a reference.
I actually I thought about it on yesterday because I crossed somewhere that had like a shirt that said beef and cheese on it, so I literally thought about it yesterday.
So where you have access to a great place called George's House of Beef and Cheese.
Yes.
Oh, I love this place. It's so good.
Well, I think Kix and
Soren
are former patrons and
continuing
continuing
patrons.
patrons at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
for
where
sure.
you two are going to go?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll go there as well because I don't know what's going on. It's true. I'll just follow
fine.
along for a bit.
Which person is coming?
Or Soren.
I don't know which one would
We have
go.
entirely
Which one
different
do you
era.
think would go
Goliath.
to a place of beef and cheese?
I
mean, it's your choice, I guess.
Gildor? I don't know.
Okay, there.
Yeah, you
Like
can have
Gildor.
Gildor go.
Jacob.
Because it just changes how we react to people.
And then I'm going to talk with Atellus. Is he with us? Or
Yeah.
is he out?
Nope, Atellus is
Yeah, Ilya's not going for beef
Him and I
cheese.
want to go into the Nine Bells.
Yeah, that's fine.
Puri
They
will go
can
too.
make their ways to the Nine
Where did
Bells.
Ilya go?
And Puri is going to go there as well.
Yeah, they wouldn't have much.
Goliath would probably go with us, because that's where all the
All right.
churches and sanctified areas are at.
No one worships
Laura
my
will
deity.
go with you.
So I think I'm going to a bar. Ilya.
Puri
Okay.
was just gonna look for some
Typical.
wine.
So if you remember, there
Rewind
was
at
a
the
bar
churches.
that was called the Pickled Imp.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
Yeah.
Was that the gross one that I didn't like, or was that the
That
nice
was
it was
one?
gross.
That was the imp that was in the jar.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember this. I'm trying to remember. There were two bars we went in. One we literally walked in and walked out, and I think that was the Pickled Imp.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And then we went to a different one that I think had something to do with spoons.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes, that was the
Oh, that's right.
that was the halfling establishment that had
Was it cheese samples?
no, it just had different types of halfling delicacies like mushrooms and things of that
Yeah.
nature.
That seems
As
like
well.
a much more respectable
Oh,
place
which reminds me, we didn't put out.
than the place that
Speaking of
had a Pickled Imp. That was so weird.
Oh, Cage.
I don't even remember. I think you tried to flirt with someone and it didn't work. Because I was definitely with you.
Puri was trying to get free drinks.
It didn't go well.
I think she got someone to buy them, but She didn't like it anyways.
Yeah. I just remember it being a very weird experience, and we laughed. Like, it was weird for Ilya. That's pretty bad.
Right.
Okay, so you get to George's house of beef and cheese, and you see George. Oh,
Oh my god. Hey, George, do you remember us?
oh yeah.
We love your beef and cheese.
Can we have some, beef?
Sure. Go in store.
Okay.
All
Alright.
beef you want.
Can we also have some, cheese?
Sure. All cheese you want. But it smell like beef and cheese in there.
Perfect.
That's what we like.
That sounds great.
Oh.
You think they have it on tater tots?
I don't know. Maybe. I
That
don't
could
know what
re-
those are, but they sound good.
What was that? What was the movie with Dan Aykroyd and
Wait, what?
nose
Which
like
one?
a pickle, big like a pickle?
Dan
Drew
Aykroyd.
Barrymore was in it.
Oh.
I mean, this is like
This is a weird
before
fucking
everyone was
cast.
born. The two brothers out in the
Oh,
junkyard.
the blues.
Stripes.
No, not
At
the
least us two.
It was, I'll look it up. I'll remember it. Unless somebody in chat knows what I'm
Yep.
talking about.
No, I have no idea.
Cross-reference Drew Barrymore and Dan Aykroyd, please.
That would have to be Barrymore. Would have to be.
She was
young.
young.
She was in
Yeah.
ET and stuff. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say.
Okay.
I feel very young right now.
Oh, me have new samples.
Oh, right.
Ooh, of what?
Man.
Try them out over there.
What's this
Okay.
one?
And you have real fruit in front of you. I'm just saying.
You could just grab pretzel and pretend.
Crunchy meat does orca.
Dwarf sausage.
Whoa.
Oh.
That sounds weird.
No,
Okay.
no, not dwarf. Dwarf sausage. They like
Oh, they're like small.
dwarf like.
Oh.
Okay.
Ah!
Okay.
I was like, this is getting dark. Dude. Like, come on.
I
I'll have
like
some too then.
Cool.
I was gonna say it's kind of delicious anyways. You might have awoken something in me, and I would be like really awkward, but it's fine.
I highly like dwarf.
Welcome.
That's one heck of an ogre.
That's George.
We're at his house
That's
of beef and
George.
cheese.
Yeah,
You're at
or
George's,
house of beef
you're at
and
Where's-
George's house of
okay.
beef and cheese.
As one would go.
Yeah, we're at the old HBC, you know.
We have been here before.
Yes. Okay, so
Take that
what I
back.
was stating was that the group brought back the Anvil of the Lortmo Mountains, which is really going to help the war effort against the humanoids because they're going to be able to make a lot more masterwork weapons as well as armor and so forth. So
Good.
they were very grateful for everything it is that S.L.A.P did, and then effectively had said, you know, please take some downtime, explore the city as you see fit, and that's what you guys are out and about doing right now. So I did not put Auric or Aragon with either group. So
Okay.
this group right now is at George's house of beef and cheese. This group is going to High Hall,
Okay.
There's
which
an
High
obvious-
Hall.
Obvious direction you want to go.
Yeah, beef and
High
cheese
Hall
or
is,
church.
is
Or-
whoops,
or-
High
or
Hall
beef
is
novelties.
in this area here, which is
Right.
where most of the temples and stuff are.
Mm-hmm.
The temple of
Tentatively, so
Playing
we
it
should
in
probably
and stuff
get
is
to a
right in
church
here.
at some point.
Okay. And just out of
After we get our
curiosity,
fill of
why are
cheese.
we going to?
And our Philip beef.
Well, you have
why
to
are we?
vote.
Why?
And
Why
ale.
is that group going to High Hall?
This place doesn't have
Uh,
any
Is there
number.
to?
just
No,
to
we'll go somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
pay homage
As
and
long
so
as we're-
forth.
Can we
Okay.
bring the
We're
ale
I
to
heard
the
this great
church?
place called Pickle.
Alrighty.
Ah,
Aragon will
that
go to
sounds
the House of Beef
Yeah.
and Cheese. Auric will go to High Hall.
Okay.
So I'm assuming they have
All right.
pickles
So you're
there,
going to come
too.
with us up
Oh,
there?
Pickles
Yeah.
go great
Okay.
with beef and beef.
That's
and
fine.
cheese.
Are we able to get beef and cheese to go?
I think so.
Sure.
Yeah, George.
All right. So where did Ilya decide that she was going to go?
She was going to a bar,
Okay.
not the pickled imp.
Not the pickled imp. Okay. Hold on.
Like the
They're never
Why
gonna,
not the House of Beef and Cheese?
because no.
they don't have beer.
And
Unfortunately.
and then otherwise I'd have her go to her place of worship, but there's no way that it exists in the city.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be existing here.
Even though she doesn't worship the one that's most common among Drow, it's not. It's not common. They're actually, I believe,
This is the lead singer of
Neutral or
My
neutral
Chemical
good?
Romance.
no. But nice to try.
Okay. It's good. Thought
It's
that was gonna be
Ellis
the guess.
Strait.
Okay, so I will reread the different areas that you can go to, just so that you have an idea, and for those that are watching that hadn't seen this before. So Blister. So the going statement around Blister is looking for work, you ought to prick the blister and see what bubbles up. In the boneyard, not much to do in the boneyard aside from sticking up. Elf Town, don't know why they call it Elf Town, can't say as I've seen an elf there.
I'm gonna go get stabbed somewhere.
Forge Works, let me tell you about this place I know. If you're looking for armor, I can't think of nowhere better to go. High Hall, the heart and soul of Overlook, son. High Hall is where the movers and shakers make all the decisions. 9 Bells. 9 bells, 9 hells, all the same to me.
Hell's Bells?
Stonehammer. There's a different kind of stench in Stonehammer. It's the stench of arrogance.
Ah.
Trade Town. Have a care in Trade Town, son. You can go there with a full purse and come out with nothing more than a pail of beans. Shantytown. You think 9 bells is bad? Spend a night in Shantytown. Okay.
So this person we're talking to has an attitude. A little bit colored.
Okay, so let's see. So do you have a general area of where you're going to go in the city?
Probably. I was thinking the blister.
The Blister?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I could find some interesting
See
things.
what bubbles up.
If I don't vomit first at that image. As I take another pretzel. It's 2.
Oh, a sign from the
Yeah,
gods.
counts as one.
Lucy, praise be my chemical romance.
Oh my god!
Praise
Still?
be your kumquat romance? Is that what you said?
My chemical romance.
Oh, your chemical romance.
He thinks that's Ilya's deity.
I was going to say kumquats are something special to this campaign.
How?
In a place called Altamira, which is a little further south, there's a little
Yes.
place that's called Hoops Fruit Stand. And he will look at you.
Boots?
Hoops.
Okay.
And look at you with this kumquat.
What'd it get? 7.
Yeah.
Not very good.
Does that mean we get 7 kumquats?
Okay.
It almost looked like a 1.
It did.
Oh, you came over to get the pretzel out of my hand, didn't you?
Oh, nothing but trouble. Yeah, I've seen that before.
What were you looking for?
Nothing but
People
trouble.
calling me nerd on my group chat. What is going on?
What?
Oh no, it's okay. They didn't
Okay.
mean that. My group chat's going crazy right
All right.
now, and people are calling each other nerd, but I'm left out of it, so it's fine.
I kind of feel like you should be called nerd.
You already. You
Where
already.
are you
You guys were
right now?
talking
It's a-
way too
Look
much
at
about
present
Sonic.
company. Look at present company.
It's a
I know,
D&D
we're still
group
judging.
chat, so it's all relative.
Yeah, seriously, we were on. Our mic was on, and we were arguing about Sonic the Hedgehog before this started.
We're not arguing, we were admiring.
I never felt so uncomfortable in my life.
Are you sure you were admiring? It didn't look too great.
Admiring.
Who is Sonic? Is that hamburger place?
All right.
Yeah!
So, oh yeah, make an intelligence roll.
Always a good sign. 17.
So, made, missed.
Made it. My intelligence is 12.
No, you
missed
didn't.
it.
Oh, I
miss
missed
that.
it.
You have to be under. Okay. All right. So you
That's
end up
proven.
at and looking for different areas. There is a place that you see on the front. Happens to be a pig drawing a pumpkin cart.
And this is.
And the sign itself says Pig and Bucket. And you see that it is actually blistering with people.
I don't like people.
There's a pig in there, though.
I don't like pigs. I don't like anything where there's poop I could fall into when climbing a wall.
Okay, so when you actually look in, you see that it appears to be kind of interesting. So the building itself appears to be almost engulfed by 2 other buildings that are over top of it. So imagine, if you will, you've got a square building, okay, and then you have two upside-down L-shaped buildings that are like this and like this.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So kind of like built on top, but you can tell that they're two separate buildings
Okay.
that are on it. Okay?
Like Tetris. Yeah.
Yeah, very, very similar. Okay?
I've been playing Tetris.
You see that there are booths that line the walls and row tables and benches that fill up the open area. You do see as well that there is a wooden bar like in the middle.
Where is the most private seat?
Yeah, you can find a private seat that's going to be in the corner.
Yay! My kind of place. Yeah, two in the corner.
Okay?
Make an
All right.
intelligence roll.
So on
I
the...
actually know how to roll for intelligence.
Geometry.
Oh, I'm new.
Make sure you don't like that dagger that's stuck in your hand. You don't like it's. Oh, wait a minute. That
I
was
got
last
that
time we were
removed.
here.
I spent all my gold to get that removed.
So on the back wall behind the bar, you see what appears to be a dozen types of wooden casks that are there, which you can derive are obviously beer casks or ale casks. Okay? You see all kinds of different people coming in and out. They appear to be everything from merchants, from what you can gather would be adventuring types, and you see an occasional kind of shady type that walks in and out as well.
My kind of people.
They're just all kind of minding their own business, kind of boisterous. People are, just enjoying themselves.
Okay.
Okay? So one of the barmaids comes up and obviously, tells you what to have to drink. Nothing is going to be probably very elf-like. It's going to be a lot more of a dwarven type of place. So it's heavy beer, heavy ale.
Whiskey?
Yeah, they would have different types of spirits.
Then
that
I would
be
take
available.
whiskey, because
Okay.
that's Ilya's drink of choice.
All right. Okay. Mark off a couple silver.
Okay.
Okay. Behind the bar, you happen to see what appears to be a red hair, what was red haired. You can tell there's like flecks of red amongst gray that is there, and then and also kind of a older gentleman as well behind the bar, just tending at it, taking a glass and wiping it out. Wiping it out.
Oh, good.
Old
Seems
style.
sanitary.
And then
Thank goodness for the alcohol.
they bring the drinks over to you. You go to take your first sip, and
Oh, man.
you have two little people
You're
sitting
two
with you.
friends.
Oh.
Hi, Ilya.
I don't think they used to have that voice. Oh, gosh.
So Skady and Nickelrod are sitting with you.
Ah, no! No! It's hell! It's actual hell!
And what's her nose look like?
She's actually wearing kind of a heavy face mask
Oh,
at
thank
this
goodness.
point.
I was gonna say, we need to be... I don't like to stand out, so... Girl missing nose stands out a little bit.
Well, but
Well,
you can't really tell. I mean,
exactly,
she's
that's
wearing
why
a-
I'm like,
she's
that's why I'm
wearing a full
glad.
helmet at this point.
That's my... Okay. So we're not standing
Yes.
out.
So for those in the studio audience that are watching, unfortunately,
Studio
Skady, who is a halfling guardian, ended up getting critically hit the last time and lost her nose.
Yeah.
Pretty nastily.
And part of cheeks.
Yeah. So unfortunately, Rod is not here, who is the player that actually has it. Okay.
So much for my nice
She
quiet
also asks
time.
you. The barmaid also asks you if there's anything it is that you'd like to eat. So it reminds you very much similarly to the place that you used to go in Greyhawk as well. So large soup, those types of things
Of course.
that are available.
Nope, just want the whiskey.
Okay.
Nursing a drink so that
I'll
I can
have what
watch.
she's having.
Oh gosh. Why did you bother me? Why can I just not have 30 seconds,
We
please?
thought you waved us on.
No. Why would
You went like this.
Why would I have? What about me seems to be the type of person that would wave anyone on?
You like us.
No.
You like us.
I could actually stab her in the face, and she would not get hit.
All right. This group here. Okay, so you're going to go up to High Hall, and up in High Hall. Now, your temple obviously is not there. because your temple is actually in the middle.
High Hall.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Bells?
I'm sorry. They went to 9 bells, not High Hall. You're going to You're going to go with them in this area here, or you're going to go in here to your temple?
I was going to go to my temple. If
Okay.
my temple is in the same place as them, then...
No, it is not.
Why can't you go with him? Why did they have to follow me?
Because you're so loved.
Because it makes for welcoming drama.
I don't want drama. I want alcohol.
You can have your alcohol.
You can have both.
It's usually the
And
cause
it makes
of
it
one.
more fun.
When I stab her in the face, yeah.
Okay.
Nothing like chowing down dwarf sausages.
Yep.
That was an awkward
You,
moment.
you can ask Sadie and what's Skady and who's the
Icarot.
other one? Icarot. If they're
Yep.
gonna share, they're gonna cut theirs in half.
Okay. So, the 9 bells has 9 different temples that are in there. Most of which are catering to like the poor and the sick. So, there's quite a lot of destitute types of people. Yeah. That are in this area.
Wow.
Let me guess, Puri went with them?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Puri is like walking around like he's got
Don't
to
touch me,
touch
don't touch me.
Oh, and this is in the 9 bells.
Yes, this is in the 9 bells.
I remember when they
Just
said
looking
9
for
bells, 9
ceremonial
house.
wine.
But in the 9 bells, you obviously there are a few different temples that are there. One of which is for Pelor, where Atellus wants to go to.
Yep.
So he's going to be going off.
I'll actually hang with him.
Okay.
I'm assuming that there's no place for Chungkul.
No.
Okay.
No. Chungkul is a special deity. So
Yeah. I'll hang with him. Paylor's.
there's only one place that we know of, I believe, and that is what you're going to see on Thursday,
Oh, okay.
which would be kind of a temple to Chungkul, if I remember correctly. Jay, correct me if I'm wrong.
Kind of.
Is that in the Blue
Yeah.
Mushroom?
No.
Is that
No,
the following
this
week?
is at Garth's Tower.
Okay.
So Garth, I believe, is a worshiper of Chungkul.
Is that Wayne's World, Garth?
No,
Oh,
no, Garth Warmonger. You'll trust me. You'll have the opportunity to meet him.
okay.
So Puri, you can either stay with Lorelo if you wish, or you can go with them. They're going to go to the Temple Pelor.
Yeah, I'll stay with Laura.
Okay. All right. So in typical Lorelo fashion, she is, trying to help out, however it is that
Gosh,
she
you're saying
can.
the same.
She's. I mean, if you think of it, I mean, she's a giving kind of a person. So, she's kind of handing out different gold and so forth to the people that need it, as much as possible. Eliath, which group would you prefer to go with?
I have no idea.
Or you can go on your own.
I'll go with the one who is helping people.
Okay.
Yeah. Character who is.
Sounds about right.
Okay. So while they're going on, you're back at George's house of beef and cheese.
I need Soren here.
So I take it he's not a full ogre. Half ogre?
No, he's a full order.
He's a
You
full
remember
ogre?
now, though, in that movie, the 2 twins that were out in the yard?
I don't. It's been so long since.
Tweedledee, Tweedledum.
Do any of us speak ogre?
He speaks broken common.
Ah,
We've been able to figure it
Yeah.
out.
broken
Really well.
common.
Yeah. I mean, you only need
Is
to say
Aragorn
beef
with
and
us?
cheese.
Beef and cheese.
Aragon?
That's all I need to say.
Is
Huh?
Aragon with us, too?
Yeah, Aragon's here.
Yep.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, you
Whoa.
gotta check this out. They have beef
And
and they have cheese.
and
And you can mix them together.
so there's nothing
And
else.
then you can eat them.
But there's nothing else.
Think of the
Hey, George.
possibilities.
You have beef. You have cheese.
Uh huh.
Do you have anything else?
No.
Bees and cheese.
No. So they don't have anything
Dwarf
else.
sausage. That's 3.
What about
So he comes over to you, has a plate in his hand.
Oh,
Try.
yeah, you gotta. Oh, you gotta try these. They're so good.
all
Get the
right?
red ones.
All right.
The green ones aren't bad either. I don't know why they're green, but they're still pretty good.
Not bad.
Good dwarf sausage.
Does that does that mean it's made out of?
Oh
dwarf?
no! Dwarves like it.
Oh,
Dwarves like
Oh yeah, he's messing with us too. Yeah,
You gotta work on your cell, George.
yeah. It's,
Dwarves like it.
all
Do
right,
you
so
have anything to drink?
No, go next door.
Oh, that's okay. I'll
Or
stay here.
pickled imp.
We heard
stay
good
here.
things about the pickled lamb. Remember?
yeah, it sounds like probably the best bar in town.
No.
So he actually has some new samples that you hadn't tried before that are really, really good. So,
All right.
We'll take a pound of the new stuff
oh,
and 2 pounds of the old stuff because we like the old stuff. The old stuff's really good.
Oh yeah.
And then that, I don't know if that's cheese or beef, but it's so good. I'll get that too. I'll get a pound of that.
beef and cheese together.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
new stuff.
Yeah.
Pimento
We'll
loaf.
get that too.
It's kind of like that Troyer trail bologna that has the cheese already in it.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
amazing. I don't know how they do that.
I actually don't know how they do that.
It's alchemy, man. They're just,
Gotta be.
you know what I mean? Like, it's always, they're just coming out with new things all the time.
That explains so much about the
Yeah,
world.
I know.
You really know what's going on.
I know. I know.
All right.
All right. So back to the pig and bucket. So what are you doing?
Trying not to kill people.
Is that the big printer running?
Yes.
I may have a dagger in my hand, but it's under the table.
Printing the lower
Okay.
lower half of that one.
Just a little bit. One hand on glass, one hand on dagger. That seems like a good life choice, right? I'm just trying to listen to conversation.
You just hear. See her reaching.
Stop! Stop!
Emotions.
See this big halfling boo-boo lip come out from.
What do you want?
Look my nose back.
Oh my god. I'm not your mother. Go cry on somewhere else. Not on me.
Just want my nose back.
Well, I can't give it to you! I'm a thief, not a magician.
She could steal your nose again. I'm not there.
Oh,
It would
my-
be so fun.
Make another intelligence roll.
Oh, good.
You can cut a pig's nose off.
Now that I
and
know how to do the intelligence rules.
Cut a pig's nose off and surgically implant it on. I hear that's up and coming thing.
Nope,
You
17.
missed it.
Okay.
No, I did not make it. I'm not very intelligent.
Nope. You didn't see.
Didn't see?
You didn't see.
Missed it.
All of a sudden, on the other side of the bar, you see a ruckus break out, and you see a guy looking down,
Here we go.
like straight down. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Oh no. Icaroc's gonna
You
get
just see just a pair of gnome hands that just are kind of in the air like this.
Why did I get babysitting duty? Eagle rot! What? I didn't do anything! You are an idiot! Get out of here! Like, seriously.
So you see Icarod all of a sudden be turned upside down, and this guy is like holding him by his ankle and starting to shake him up and down.
Yeah,
And you're seeing all sorts of coins just kind of, fall to the ground.
You are the worst thief in history.
Does the horse come out of the bag of holding?
No, that's actually Skatey.
Skatey.
Skatey is the
There you
one
go.
that
Hey, wait,
has
there's a horse in the back of holding?
I don't remember what he was gonna try to see if it
I
fit in
mean-
there.
I'm just kind of like,
You hear,
Help!
help yourself by not being a moron. Sorry, you should have gone with someone who's heroic. I don't freaking care.
all right. So, I'm assuming you're going to the Temple Morden, or everything, or Clangeddon, where you're at. Okay.
Yep.
So in the temple itself, you see. Sorry, I don't remember all the names off the top of my head. With Franklin? No.
Is R2D2 back then?
Yeah.
Just a 3D printer. But yes.
It sounds like R2D2.
R2, 3.
I was getting there, I was getting there, and I was too late.
This guild is filled with dad jokes. And
We're missing some since Ralph's
And
not
almost-
here.
every one of them are not dads.
That we know of.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you have something you'd like to discuss?
I don't know.
That's fair.
So you are approached by
Tiger.
Elder Kadrick,
Oh.
the one that you had been commissioned by, effectively.
Yep.
And he extends his arm out in a typical dwarven handshake. You know, we grab arms like that.
Yep.
He says, I just wanted to approach and say thank you. Everything it is that you've done is going to tremendously help our war effort.
Couldn't have done it without my friends, but thank you.
He says, I sense a new
Appreciate it.
purpose in you.
Yeah, it's I believe I've changed since going to the temple.
You're taller.
I'm not sure about that.
That's a failed print.
Is it hot? I want to poke it.
Oh.
Came loose on the plate.
Oh. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's happened.
That's okay. We'll just make it a tile that looks like the dragon took a dump on.
I'm sure we need
That
that.
was on our list.
Actually.
Paint it and, you know.
Yeah.
Paint some brown in there.
And then,
Dwarf sausage.
ta-da! Dragon turd, dwarf sausage.
He
hot
says,
sauce.
well, my friend, I hope that you will spend some time here in Overlook and get to know the town and the city and maybe even make it a place of abode for yourself here.
Maybe eventually, but I think I'm going to be wandering for a little while longer.
He says, well, there have been a number of great dwarven warriors who have passed through these areas. Said, I distinctly remember one that the monastery had or the temple had a statue to, known as Schlemenmeal. He was a great warrior. He has since, unfortunately, disappeared from our ranks a long time ago, but legend of him is still well known through the lands. Hopefully one day you have the opportunity to meet him.
I hope so as well.
So, please make yourself at home.
Thank you.
Speak to whoever it is that you wish.
I will. Thank you.
Okay. So he turns and goes about his business. Okay. You do anything special here while you're here?
Just kind of. I'm guessing there's some type of shrine. Just go up and pay my respects, and
Okay.
and then head on out.
Okay. So, as you're also doing that,
Oh, please don't pick up another job that doesn't pay.
okay, you're approached by another dwarf, which you recognize, which is Durkirk,
Okay.
the gentleman that was leading some of the other dwarves in
Yes.
to the other militias and stuff to help bolster some of what's needed for the war effort that's there. And he goes, well met, my friend. I'm glad to see that you survived.
Well met. Glad to see that you are well as well.
And he extends his arm out as well. And dwarven handshake as well. And he also says, you look a lot different. This tells me that something special happened while you were there.
I would agree. I'm not sure quite what yet, but
So in your head, you hear the hammer voice going, stop being so humble! You're a dwarf! Act like one!
I like this voice in your head. A little bit concerned about the fact that there's a voice in your head.
It's normal. No.
So
Yeah.
he sees, and he looks down and he sees the hammer sitting by your side because it's a nice piece of weaponry.
It's helped me in many recent battles.
There's nothing like having either an axe or a hammer at your disposal.
This hammer in particular is very, very good.
Mm. Here, of course I'm good.
Oh my gosh. Is it bad that all I can picture is a
So
Sonic game?
he just engages you.
There's a
as well.
talking
Yeah,
sword.
absolutely.
It's very bad.
Okay. All right.
Symptomatic.
Is one of those.
You too. So, Atellus just goes into the Temple Paylor and just pays his respects and so forth. He does ask about Skady. He says we had a compatriot that unfortunately had an accident that misshapen her face.
And I'm likely to
And
misshapen it more
he's
because she's
asking if
full.
there's anything that they can do, and they said no. Unfortunately, they just don't have the
I'm just gonna
resources
let them misshapen
available
him.
to actually help.
No labor on my part.
So,
I'm
Okay.
gonna actually meditate
okay,
for an hour or so.
okay, all right. Beef and cheese, folks.
Beef and cheese.
That's what our subgroup is called. We're starting a band.
The beef and cheese, folks.
Yes.
The beef and cheesers.
Ooh.
Beef and the cheeses.
And then, like, our bro, you just, like, smashed him with a hammer. It was amazing. This guy's so cool. You should
So
meet him
cool.
sometime. I think his name's Eric. Anyways,
I think it's Auric.
What? No, I think it's gotta be Eric.
Oren, yeah.
I thought it was Eric.
Eric Oren.
Ah!
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
When you're right, you're right.
But George, you gotta meet this guy. He has the coolest hammer.
It's huge.
Huge hammer. You could smash so much
Shut
meat
up.
with it. Or cheese.
Both.
It's amazing he can lift it.
Rocinante, you gotta stand up and air it out.
I'm just gonna quietly malfunction.
I smell like beef and cheese.
I mean,
right
he just he just brings that hammer out and like that. You know?
I'm gonna go back.
So you're gonna hang out at George's, or are you gonna go elsewhere?
Well, we gotta get going. Soren's
We need
really,
ale.
really thirsty. Yeah.
The ale.
Gilbert, do you want to get some drinks?
Okay.
Of course.
All right.
Oh, Gilder's with us.
It was nice meeting
No,
you.
I'm-
Or nice
My damn thing.
being back.
Oh, come back soon.
Will do.
Oh, of course.
Can't do without beef and cheese for too long.
Yeah.
A man cannot survive on beef or cheese alone.
You need both. That's right.
Exactly.
I gave him 20 silver pieces for the beef and cheese.
Okay. That's fine. It's like, ooh. Oh!
Yeah, you know I'm good for it, George. Come on.
Is there an established price, or do you just kind of give him?
You just pay him.
I think it's
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's an ogre. He can't really count.
I for a second really did think he was going to
Yep.
eat the silver
When you ask
piece.
him for a price, it is 2. No more than 2.
No more than two.
Okay. Where do you guys go?
Pickled
is the-
imp, right?
Is the pickled
Pickled
imp
imp.
nearby?
You go to the
Yeah.
Pickled Imp?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounded
Go
like
there.
Yeah, that place.
The Pickled Imp.
I'm pretty sure if we call the Ickle Pimp, they're gonna kill us. Lots of people here want to kill us.
Why is this?
I don't know. I think it's
Because
just
they
that
just don't like us.
Oh, okay.
we don't make
We don't
friends
fit in
well
with the crowd.
because half of us are stupid and the other half don't like people.
You are not stupid.
You're
Well,
part of the half-
actually,
I mean, a 13 to 16 is pretty good.
Well, you're
you're average
Yeah.
part of the group that doesn't like people.
Gotcha.
All right.
for Gilbert.
All right. So you guys go back more towards the entrance of the city. The Pickled Imp is right here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the Pickled Imp just to give everybody a backstory, is an infamous tavern located just inside of Nine Bells. Takes its name from the large jar containing a dead imp suspended in brown fluid sitting proudly on the old wooden bar.
What happens if
This is why everyone wants to kill you guys. Got it.
You're catching on.
Yeah. Okay.
This is why we need to be
It's
lucky.
called the pickled Aragon.
Okay.
No, Eric Oren.
All right. So you guys are headed. You guys are headed over to the Pickle Imp.
Thank you.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Alright.
Says the guy with 1515. Or sorry, 1514.
I have 13, 14.
Oh, Gildor has.
I'm not even
16,
drunk yet.
16,
This is
10.
just.
Never mind. Yeah, you're pretty.
This
drunk.
is when I'm
Okay.
high on beef and cheese.
All right. So you guys make it over to the Pickled Imp. Hasn't really changed very much. Smells just as bad as it did before.
Great.
You know.
So we
You
drink faster.
Is there anyone of note that we recognize or know?
No, you don't. Other than the fact that you see that the Kobold Champ from the fights, that the Kobold fights that
Oh,
go
yeah! I
on,
forgot
is
that we
still
saw
the
this.
champ.
Okay.
Ah. Not a lot has changed.
But yeah, they do Kobold battles in the cellar. Just
I forgot about that.
fights.
Just random
Yeah, because I remember we watched that last time.
player
Yeah.
v
Yeah.
player fights.
No, it's just different kobolds that they engage in death matches.
Okay.
Because
So
what else do you do
It's
for
like-
fun?
it's like War
It's
World,
like cockfighting.
you know? Yeah, basically. Except
It's
you're
like
doing
that one
kobolds.
scene in Detective Pikachu where Pikachu and Charizard are gonna fight.
Okay.
I'm very ready for Detective Pikachu, guys. I apologize for the duration of my life.
It's better than Sonic, so I'm good.
Well, they're supposedly making changes to Sonic.
It's
it might
still-
not-
I saw the
okay.
plot. There's no fixing that.
As a Sonic fan, still gonna be better than Sonic.
Nay.
I should have mentioned anything. I apologize.
Yeah.
So you definitely do remember that the beer that is here, if you want to call it that. I mean,
Does
it
it have
tastes.
alcohol in it?
It tastes like Coors. I mean, or Stroh's or
Is this a bad moment to mention?
Carling's Black Label.
Is this a bad moment that I've mentioned? I've never had any of these.
That's okay. They're all old
I mean-
references.
Iron
good.
City.
Yeah.
I mean,
Bad.
I've had Natty.
No, this is bad stuff. And the wine is like Boone's Farm. It's like it's just to literally get shit faced, and that's about it.
Yes.
That is exactly
Sorry, it's
what
like-
they're here for. So
Yes.
We do not have class. We do not have standards. We just like our beef and cheese and our ale and to do flips and impress girls, which I can't do.
Well, hey, Soren, I was going to say, when are you going to be able to do that without spilling the beer and hitting yourself in the head with the mug?
Probably
Yeah, I
never.
think you could do it this time.
I don't know.
Like,
You're
we've
gonna.
been
I'd like to see
practicing
Kix
a
do
lot.
it
I have
again.
to drink a little bit more first.
Kix,
Okay,
you're up.
let's
Here's
drink.
a gold piece.
I need. Who's that? Who's talking to me?
You're not even. Wait.
EE.
Has
Do
he
your
been-
Oh,
flip.
he's there. All right.
Have you been there the whole time?
yes.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't
Who's
hit
been
the
looking?
imp. Don't kick the imp off the
Are
bar.
you sure there wasn't ale at beef and cheese? Because I'm very confused.
You ate the fermented beef.
No.
That explains it.
All right. Go ahead and order your drinks.
All right.
Ale.
Okay.
Yep. Make it double.
Actually,
By
that's
that, I mean
2 ales.
we all get 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stick with one beer.
Yep. We'll give him
What
one
is-
double.
What is-
Yeah. It's. I mean, it comes out. And
I don't know.
It's like a
Well,
trough.
I mean, it. No, I mean, the glass itself is probably more sterile than what's in it.
Wow.
That
And
is.
that's saying a lot.
So the glass is sterilizing the ale.
Yeah, and it kind of like has a. A warmish yellowish color to it.
So like pee.
Yeah,
You can
kind of
just,
sort
you
of.
can just come out and say it looks like pee.
Yeah,
It might actually be pee.
darker than that, but yeah,
Oh, that's worse.
like somebody whose kidneys have been like in overdrive.
Oh, okay.
So basically, they have the imps out back pissing in the glass, and if the imps stop producing, they end up in the jar.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah! I'm glad we're gonna pay to drink this.
Okay.
Aragon just kind of subtly takes a fake sip and dumps it all
Oh, yeah.
out.
It
takes a fake sip.
it smells
dumps
like
it
ass.
all out.
Yeah, it's
It just means drink faster, right?
yep.
Exactly.
I'm gonna throw a couple mushrooms into mine.
That's fine.
That's actually not a bad plan.
You want some?
Yeah.
What kind of mushrooms are these?
They're good ones. These are the ones that we got a while back that
Okay.
In the mushroom room.
Jason and I got in the mushroom
Awesome.
room.
Do I just put
High
them in
quality.
a bowl,
Just
or
put 'em
do
straight
I
You
in?
can just throw them in there. Let it soak
Alright.
it up, and if you want,
Oh,
just
perfect.
pull it out and eat it.
Alright.
These are probably hallucinogenic, by the way.
I mean, I'll get in on that action then.
Wow, we're getting high.
Aragon's gonna pass.
We're getting high while we're getting drunk, guys.
Somebody's got
We're
to be
making
the
good
designated
choices.
watcher.
Yep.
You are officially the parent of this group.
Which is saying something.
Every drunk party needs one adult. You are the adult.
That's saying a lot.
So everybody's having a really, really good time.
I can't
You
even
can hear
taste
the
the
crowd from
tea anymore.
from downstairs like, come, come, and stuff. You hear some sickening thuds every once in a great while.
Less
There's some-
sickening if you drink faster.
There's some pretty loose people in here as well. Barmaids and just regular folk. Just put it that way.
Just
Both male and female. So
everyone wants to get some.
not necessarily. There's some that are that way. You know, toothless or like just two teeth. Kind of a thing. But
And that's specifically from drinking the Boone's Farm.
yeah.
Robert the Bruce. That one's for you, Robert.
I've never had it. Have no opinion. I drink the most obvious white girl wine, aka
Barefoot?
Pink Moscato.
Sadly, is it? I don't even know.
What?
That you know that?
It's the pinnacle of white girl wine. It's literally what I bought one of my friends for her 21st birthday because I'm like, you need white girl wine.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Barefoot Pink Moscato. Keep that in mind.
You gotta pick up the ladies somehow.
It only costs like $8, so at least we're cheap.
Is that over at the Giant Eagle?
Please don't.
Anywhere.
Don't take that
Where all
back.
wine is sold.
Huh?
Where all wine is sold.
It's good.
All right.
It has alcohol in it.
So
I
the
don't
scene
know.
breaks away, and all you hear is, I just want my nose back.
Oh, so we're there now.
Drink faster.
The more she drinks,
Smell it anymore.
the more
You
she
don't need
drinks,
to smell it for it still to have
the
alcohol.
more she drinks, the more upset she's going to get.
We don't know if that's how alcohol works on her.
So somehow or another, Icarot manages to scurry away, and has a bunch of.
I just let the feet above. I was
Did
like,
not
Yeah,
help.
he
Did not
just
help.
runs. He just runs out the door, and you see a little bit of an angry mob running after him.
Oh man.
So
oh, good, he cleared the crowd out.
no, there's still enough patrons.
So
that-
he's good for something.
yeah,
He's gonna get strung up on a flagpole
probably.
by his underwear.
Or something else.
Whatever they prefer, I don't know. I don't care.
She's like, I'm so sorry. Just the form. I used to be average.
Oh my gosh!
And now I'm no longer even average.
You weren't average before.
Ilya knows just what to say.
I'm a 17, guys. I've got it going on.
I'd even sniff, but I can't do that any longer.
Oh.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Okay. So you guys are coming back from High Hall, or not High Hall, from Nine Bells. Coming back into the city, and you see that there's a, obviously that there's a boisterous crowd at the Pickled Imp, and Laurel just looks at Puri and no.
I'd like some
Let's go
wine that doesn't
Yeah,
taste like piss.
let's go find a nicer place.
Please.
I can like
Yeah.
actually hear our voices just shouting from inside.
Do I have to be the chaperone of this group?
Sorry, my wife got up for 1 minute.
Bree like pokes her head inside. She sees you. She's like,
seat.
and she like backs away.
So cute. It's like, this is my seat now.
The cat stole Stacy's seat for 1 minute.
What is happening? Oh,
Stacy got up
kitty cat.
and the cat stole it.
Oh,
Stole the seat.
Warm seat.
Yep.
If it fits, I sits.
Yep.
I got an Amazon box on Sunday. Took like 5 minutes before the cat was in the box.
Let's spank the cat.
He likes exploring boxes. They actually make bags
Okay.
now, like paper bags, that are lined with catnip.
Oh no.
wow.
I got him
That's
an
a great
entire
idea.
pack. It was at PetSmart.
That's sweet.
I literally picked up a package of those. I'm like, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
He climbed the bag and like was ready to go to sleep.
They had that with weed.
Yeah.
I mean,
really cute.
it's the equivalent
Right.
for.
He was very
cats.
interested, and he's not super into catnip, so I'm not super worried about it. It was just really cute.
It's not. He's
not
not
addictive.
super addicted yet.
A lot of his
just a
toys has
little
catnip,
addicted.
and he doesn't
Make
care.
another intelligence roll.
No, not quite.
Sorry.
But you do notice while you're there, from time to time, that you see that there's like 2 different sets of steps that appear to be going to the other buildings. That are going up into the other buildings, and you see the same females coming down, and then going back up with a different male.
Oh.
About every hour or so.
Oh.
Maybe shorter, depends, you know.
Good, I'm in a brothel.
Now make an intelligence roll.
Please make it.
11.
Hey.
So you actually realize you're not in the midst of a brothel, you're in the midst of 2 brothels. Because you have steps on both sides.
Maybe
What
you
was the name of
should
this
maybe you
place?
should pay for some company for Skady to take her off your hands for a little bit.
This place is called the Pig and Bucket.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm not. Oh.
Which is
No, I literally don't get it, and I feel really bad because I know I should. But
I'm trying to figure out which ones.
There's
I'm not
an
gonna ask.
obscure way you can think about it, but
I might need an explanation after the camera's off
sure.
because I don't get it.
Oh.
But I don't get most things, so let's
Probably
not
a matter of
spoil it.
perspective.
It probably is.
There. That's what a pig in a bucket is.
Aww.
At least it's an actual picture of a
Pig in a bucket.
in a
Yeah.
bucket.
It's okay.
Marco.
It's definitely not the anime that his son is watching.
There you go.
Why do I always end up in a brothel?
Can we cut
Could
to
be worse. You could be at the pickled
Reap.
imp.
Can we cut to
Reap
the imp for a
what you
second?
sow.
How am I sewing
Can we,
brothels?
can we cut back to the pickled imp for a second?
Sure.
Soren, where do you want to go next?
Oh no.
I heard this place called Pig in the Blanket.
Pig
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
should go there.
I love
heard it's
pigs in
good
a
beer.
blanket. Those are so good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
let's
probably have pork and beer and stuff. Let's go.
Yeah, this is great.
Okay. Is everybody gonna follow?
Sure.
Why are all my characters ending
We're
up
at
in
the
a
imp,
brothel?
right?
Yeah, you're at the imp now.
Erica's gonna run like the wind.
Oh no, we have new sober adults. It's not gonna stop us.
All adults.
Yeah.
Sober.
He
We're all
remembers
Also-
vaguely that
severely
at
impaired
was
adults,
going to
that's
high
fine.
hall. He's
Speaking
gonna
as
go find
someone who
work.
is 25
Okay.
years old, Soren is 22. He's not an adult. I'm not an adult.
Are we heading down?
How can he
Yep.
be an
I'm
adult?
just
I don't know what age.
adult.
Should probably add that sometime.
You're an
Okay.
adult.
What's up, Rob? What's something recent?
By the
That wasn't a movie reference that
Yeah,
I
that was
know
from
of.
him
That was
saying
just
it 5 seconds ago.
I-
I think I've heard it though.
Okay.
I'm not an adult.
So
I'm
as
just
you
an
guys make
adult.
your way out, you happen to run into this group that's here.
Hey, we're getting pips in a blanket.
We're gonna be it's just gonna be us roaming looking for this
Blanket.
non-existent restaurant.
Okay. Interesting.
This is gonna be so bad.
Yeah. Laurel just looks at Tori and is like,
It's not okay.
Is no one gonna correct them?
I don't mind helping those that are less fortunate, but that doesn't mean I want to hang around.
I love how we are so less
Damn.
fortunate that we're not even worthy of her attention.
Downtime is still downtime.
Yeah. You guys go have fun at your pig show, whatever.
Yep. So, these two definitely break off.
Yeah.
Anybody else go with them?
He's gonna break off with them.
Okay.
That's not his. Oh no.
No, we've said
I'm
it.
sorry.
You don't know it's a
Jacob.
brothel yet.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, you guys have
None
no.
of us know
Well,
it's a brothel.
Either or. Jacob.
Except Ilya.
There's a chance that Laurel and
Well, Laurel
by
Laurel
association
probably
Perrine
knows
Yes.
and told Perry. That's fair. None of the guys know it's
They
a
have
brothel.
they have no idea either.
Oh,
they just
they just
hear
don't want to deal with us.
pig in a blanket and just
That doesn't seem like a place that has good wine.
no.
Yeah.
They'll be happy to walk with you because it's on the other side of the city.
Oh, cool. We have escorts.
Okay.
You'll need some.
So
Escorts to go see the escorts.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, no,
Choice
that's
of
later.
words is-
That's later.
Awesome.
So
Drinking.
the two of you do
Right
actually, you and Morlo, actually do hear of a couple different places that you can go that you would probably appreciate. One of which is called Belden's Rest.
Watch
Okay.
your head.
Yeah, what's up?
So Belden's Rest is right here.
Still the worst one here.
Okay. And then there's another place which is called the Mountain Hearth, which is just inside the city gates.
That sounds like a nice place.
Yeah, that
Oh, I'm
sounds
sorry.
good.
That is right there.
Brick oven pizza.
So the
Chicago style.
the pig in the bucket is up here. So you can choose either one. You hear from different merchants and so forth that either one of them,
Okay.
and of course you're being looked at with exquisite interest.
We'll go to the Hearth, Mountain Hearth.
Okay. Okay. Tellus is obviously going to go with you too. He doesn't want to, he's kind of a nobleman. He doesn't want to leave the
Tarnish
ladies
his rep.
leave the ladies to themselves. Although there are those
Smart
that
guy.
probably need some light and help.
Oh.
Elias, do you want to go with them and
Um,
lead them to the Savior?
Did you just call Laurel Ilya?
No, Elia.
Goliath.
Alive.
I was like, what is that?
So, Eliath, you can come with us if you wish. Depends on.
Probably wouldn't go.
This is going to be more of a prim and proper kind of a
Probably go
group.
with that group.
This is
then.
going to be more of a loud, boisterous
Probably go with
party
the
group.
Prim and proper group then.
Okay. All right.
Get it off the floor. There's a puppy.
The druid's gonna stick with him? Alright.
Yeah,
Puppy licked my
he's-
eyes.
They don't know. No one knows. yet.
Hey,
like
no
mushrooms.
idea.
We don't know it's a brothel yet.
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna
Um,
figure out even when we're there.
So
A little
as you guys are making your way through the main part of the city, are you coming out or are you staying in?
I'll come out of the temple.
Okay. So obviously you see the entire group together.
Oh, well then, I guess Aragon's probably around that area
Yeah.
too.
Yep. Okay.
I'll go with that half. They'll both go with that half of the group.
This half or that half?
That half.
This half? Okay.
Yeah.
Both of my characters.
Roll
are in the
a
brothel.
6-sided die. 1 to 3, brothel.
No. Just no.
1 to 5.
Aragon has had enough of that group.
6 escape the brothel.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you make it through the main part of the city and so forth. You're going to be there at either place right around dinner time.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, you're taking a look, you're shopping, you're doing anything. Is anybody looking for anything specific that they would want for their character?
No,
Ooh.
Conspicuous in their absence is you don't see Neb anymore.
Thank goodness. I can't deal
Just
with him.
out of curiosity,
He never let me live it down that we ended up in a problem.
shield for a
Tower shield?
thing. Yeah.
Yep.
How much do those cost?
That's a good question. To look that up.
How many longswords does Soren have?
Enough?
He has 3.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I have
Oh, you're
three-fisted fighting, please?
He has a longsword, a keen +2 longsword, and a +1 longsword.
Do you
Just
use
carry
the
one in your
longsword?
foot.
Yeah, I also have a broadsword.
Well,
so
you also
figure that out.
You also have to remember that in many cases
You need a backup longsword.
Yes.
I just don't
One
know why I
breaks,
have
one
2.
gets lost.
I have a flame tongue. Pri has a flame tongue.
Oh, interestingly, Elia also has 3 daggers.
Well, that's good.
But Soren also has a bow and a broadsword. He's
Okay.
never fired a bow.
Now, what I will say is that it's not something that you just pick up off the rack.
Okay.
Okay, it's something that you would have to have custom made.
Okay.
Because a shield thane, it's basically like a secondary weapon that they would end up doing. Okay.
Right, but I can't necessarily use it as a secondary weapon until I'm a higher level.
Correct, but you can still obviously
Carry it as a
still
shield.
carry it and so forth. Okay. They quote you 500 gold for it. Dwarven made, dwarven forges, very high quality.
Pretty good.
Deal?
Okay.
So, mark off.
Yeah, just mark off 500 gold and then write on your sheet. And it will be ready for you in about a month.
Okay. And
Okay.
then what
Just put on your sheet. Just write masterwork, tower shield.
just put commission for now in
Yes.
parentheses?
Yep.
I hope I spelled that right. Oh.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Okay. So, which group do you want to tackle first?
Oh my gosh.
The operative word being tackle.
I think the proper
group?
maybe? Yeah.
Okay. All right. So once again, you have the opportunity. You're going to pass by Belden,
Belden Village.
I was
Yep.
just about to say.
Belden's Rest, right here first, before you would actually get to the second one. So, depends if you want to take a look in.
So, meta question: is there any place that you can actually go to recharge like missile wands and things like that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like in this city?
In
would there
this
be?
city, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Because Pri would want to go there.
Yep.
And just see what they have available and if they can recharge a wand.
Yep. That's not a problem at all.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So Belden's Rest, as you're going, by it, you did hear that it's run by a couple. Okay. One that's a human male, and his wife, who appears to be half elven, and they've operated it since its inception. Okay. Well known for having comfortable rooms, excellent food, as well as courteous staff. Prices seem to be somewhat reasonable, and it's always well known that the owners actually do something to try to surprise patrons as they come in, no matter what.
Seems fancy.
That was a new tone. Ah.
Oh, that guy sucks.
Oh.
Don't be mean.
Jay, to answer your question, no, it is not better than Midnight Dragon. Old story.
Okay.
Jay used to be a distributor, a beer distributor, a long time ago, especially when I was younger, and used to get this stuff that was special malt liquor. It was 40 ounces. It was called Midnight Dragon, and was 99 cents per bottle.
Oh.
Yes, to say in my youth that I consumed quite an awful lot of it would be an understatement.
99 cents, 40 ounce. Yeah.
Yes.
Sounds like they
It
were out
was-
back pissing in the bottles.
Yes, it was disgusting. At the end of the day, compared to what I drink now, it was bad. But
But it got you drunk.
Needless to say, yes.
Did its job.
Mythical
Yeah.
map carries it.
At a certain age, that's your entire goal.
Okay. Yes, that is about honest.
Fair point.
Yep. Okay. The main room itself actually has a lounge and a restaurant on the main floor, and there appears to be 2 upper floors as well. They are the main dish that they're well known for is pressed duck. Okay.
That actually sounds pretty
Pressed
classy.
Duck.
Yep.
I don't know what it is, but it sounds classy.
Okay.
Use your hammer.
And then you go also.
It's also how you kill the duck.
Okay, so what you hear about Mountain's Hearth is that it is famed for clean and neat accommodations, fine meals, pleasant staff. It is one of the more popular stops in Overlook as well. That there is a matron that runs at Reagan and is very persistent and dedicated in actually running it. Once again, they don't have an awful lot to offer as far as like different types of meals and things of that nature, but it is well known within the city ranks itself. But it is very clean and very efficient in how it actually runs. So either place is open to you for you to enjoy for the evening. Now, for what everybody came to see.
I
So,
just wanted a drink.
you get directed to an area that you see, standing on the front, sitting on the front of it, like above. You see that big pig with the, pulling the cart behind.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
You do hear that there is somewhat of a ruckus that is going on, and you hear, "Come back here, you little thief!" Every once in a while, you see Ickelrot just kind of running around, hiding as best as he can.
That seems on brand.
So, yeah, hasn't been caught yet.
That's something.
So, the building that you see, described again, square building. Okay, you see 2, once again, kind of L-shaped, if you will, buildings that are around it, that meet in the center, over top.
Yeah.
Are there? I've got to ask. Are there doors on the 2 buildings on either side?
Oh yeah, there's doors on the
Okay.
outside as well.
It would violate fire code if there weren't.
We're making
Shut up.
believe that the imaginary location has a fire code.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
Certain
if there is a
clientele
double,
need-
if there is a double brothel, there better be a freaking fire code.
Okay. Fair.
certain clientele need certain escape routes. When
That
angry,
as well. The wife comes in, you gotta get out the back door.
That's fair.
out the window, out the door.
That's fair.
Up the chimney, it really does not matter. You need to run.
Okay. Good to know.
Not that any of us know it's a brothel.
That's a very good point.
We just think it's a bar.
Just go in the center door.
And that's where the bar is.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That you know of.
So, the area itself. Excuse me. You see that it is what appears to be a beer hall. You see booths once again that line the walls, rows of tables and benches in the open area in the center.
No?
You see a wooden bar that has along the back wall. You see all sorts of different types of casks. What appear to be different beers.
Excellent.
Okay, see all sorts of different people that are in here. Everything from merchants to what appear to be some shady types as well. You see an older gentleman behind the bar. Once again, kind of wiping out a glass every once in a while,
Does he do anything
cleaning
else?
it out. He just keeps everything nice and clean as best
But,
as he can.
is it the same glass?
No,
Okay, good.
no, he's picking up and spitting in all the glasses. So.
Do we
Good.
see
It's a good tavern keep as well.
Ilya and Skady yet, or do we?
No,
see
not
them
as
in
of not as of yet.
there? Okay.
Elliot kind of
I'll
blends
go
in.
up to the bar and buy a round for us.
Yes.
All right.
You
mark
are
off
my
a gold
friend.
piece.
Share your shrooms. Buy us drinks. You're a good man.
Okay.
I try to be.
Kix is mysteriously silent. This is really weird, Kix.
You do
Hey, kids,
notice.
they bought you beer.
Sweet.
And you're already being propositioned.
All right. I don't know what that means, but okay.
You do notice when you go up to the bar that there's all sorts of, typical, like, dive bar kind of a place where people scratch, or cut their name into it, or, some sort of statement.
It's the best kind of bar.
Yeah.
Love dive bars. Fights going on in the basement? That's my kind of place.
Right. And then the guy behind the bar, like I said, reddish, grayish hair. You can tell that he's pretty well worn. Or has been, at least.
Oh, that could go. Nope.
There you go.
Yep. What you have, mate?
Beer?
Beer.
Beer.
Okay.
4 beers.
See all these?
Oh,
Which
no.
kind you want?
Third cask on the right.
Good choice.
Thank you.
Like, oh no, it's a craft beer place. There's things like aromas of chocolate and
it's just different
seagrass.
levels
Like,
of-
I don't know what that means.
It's like different levels of pH in it.
Do you know what pH is?
I don't want anyone peeing in my beer.
I mean, yeah, right?
All right. Assuming you guys go around, just kind of mingle.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody make an intelligence roll.
No.
Everybody that's there, I'm guessing.
Yes, not Ilya and stuff.
11. Made it.
Okay.
Made it.
I met it.
You met it. That's
Yeah,
fine.
okay.
Okay. So you notice the same thing that obviously I was describing for Ilya, that you see 2 different sets of staircases.
Oh,
You
that's
happen to
weird.
see the same people coming down, sometimes females, sometimes males, that come down
that's
and, kind of make their way and mingle through the bar, and every once in a while see them take somebody upstairs.
Why do you think there's a bunch of hot people taking other people upstairs?
Oh, I didn't say they were hot people.
Yeah. That's what I was saying.
I'm drunk. I don't think there's a difference.
Does Kix see any that look like Puri?
They look like Puri?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Not quite.
Or have
I
like,
mean,
the
you do
same
see...
color, like gown
you
or
do
color.
see-
Like anything remotely
Yeah.
similar.
Well, the closest thing that you see is you see that a human that actually has like pointed ears. That you can tell that they're
Yeah.
they're just she's just trying to act like it, but
Oh,
nowhere
this is
near
reminding
being
me
an
of
elf.
a book where there was also a brothel.
Soren, you should talk to that one. She's pretty cute.
I mean, yeah.
And she looks like Puri and you like Puri.
But I like Paris.
Yeah, but let's kind of be honest right now.
What are you trying to say, dude?
Nothing. I'm just saying you need to practice.
Oh, well, I guess that's okay.
I'm going to wave one over. And, because since I'm behind
Yep.
Kix, he can't see me. I'm going
Oh,
to
you're
wave
gonna-
her over, and I'm going to slip her a coin and point
You're
to
gonna pull the old
Kix.
Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to pay for Kix.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, jeez.
Stealing the girl from under me?
Is it before or
Well, it's not the
after?
same one.
Does she have to know
Oh.
how Kix performs?
No,
or
she doesn't. She doesn't.
Okay. How much do I
Doesn't
got to
care
slip
what-
her?
Just like 10 silver.
Okay.
Oh, it's pretty cheap.
She's
I don't know the going rate. It sounds cheap.
Oh, Soren, this other one's coming over.
What? What?
What do I do?
Smell nice.
Okay. Just splash some beer on my neck.
Clearly, we don't get a lot of women. Or men. Like, we deter everyone.
So you see a female walking on
Nice
over, just kind of sauntering over. You see her just kind of run her hand over EE first and foremost, and like take her hand and kind of like draw from his shoulder like all the way down to his hand.
Nice.
And then break that off, and then just start making her way over. Hey, baby.
Well, hello. What's your name?
Judith.
Hi, Judith. I'm Kixizix, the greatest.
Really? The greatest at what?
Looking at Soren.
Your hair?
The greatest hair.
You do?
I know. That's why I said it.
Really?
Hey, check this out.
Oh my gosh!
Am I near a wall? Are there like
Yeah,
are
you
the
can.
walls
You
clear?
can do your flip.
Well, I'm
can
gonna
do your
do some
flip.
spider climbing.
Yeah, that's fine.
And,
You're gonna just walk up the wall.
Yeah, and I shake my butt a little bit,
Okay.
and then I walk down.
Wow.
What'd you think about
I'm
that?
embarrassed for them.
I've always had this fantasy about doing it from the ceiling.
Whoa, well, that's kind of crazy. Do you want a beer?
No, beer's not my thing.
Oh, okay.
But that's okay.
Do you want a wine?
No, that's not my thing.
I'm
either.
so sorry. Now I get it. Hold on. I get out some beef and cheese.
She's gonna make you pay more.
Do you
You
want the beef? Or do you want the cheese? Or do you want a mix of the beef and the cheese?
I just want the beef.
Oh.
That's a good choice.
So you see her take the beef stick and she actually runs it through her nose.
Yeah, it smells really good.
Yes, it does.
That one was in Soren's pocket, but I think it's still fine.
Amy, are you okay?
It's just gone. I have not been prepped for the situation.
And she says, so you must tell our mutual friend George hello the next time that you see him.
Oh, you know George.
Yes, I do.
That's great.
But you can't tell his wife anything.
Oh, I didn't even know we were married.
Because Tina would get really, really mad
Oh,
when
I
his
did.
face smells like something it shouldn't.
I did meet Tina that one time. She's a nice lady.
Yeah. That's what I think.
I didn't realize she was a lady.
Wait.
Hey Judith, can I ask you a favor?
Sure, you can ask me anything.
Do you know the one lady over there? In like with the ears?
Yeah.
No. It's so I'm trying to get my bro laid by her or whatever it is. It doesn't matter.
Aren't I lucky to have a friend like him?
Well, we can go and enjoy them both together if you wish.
No. Wait a minute.
My Amy.
When you say enjoy them, are you talking about beef and cheese? Or are you talking about Soren and the lady?
Maybe a little bit of both if we have time.
Okay.
Just wait right here, honey.
All right.
So
Soren.
you see her walk on over.
Soren.
Yeah.
I
You
think
need another one?
I think I'm hooking you up, man.
What?
Yeah. I'm not talking about beef and cheese.
No.
No.
Like a
I feel like that's all you're talking
work.
about all the time.
Was it Gildor?
So she wanders back on over.
Oh gosh.
Now's not the time, Gildor.
Sorry.
We gotta play it cool. Say something funny.
So,
Oh, Gildors, you're so funny.
Walks away.
all right. So, you notice that she just kind of circles you.
I like try to stand up straight and look all tough. I don't know.
That would be a yes from me, is what she says.
I don't know what the question was.
I think you just say something cool. Just say.
So she just
mysterious.
wanders. She just kind of walks on over and puts her hand around your shoulder. Just kind of looks at you longingly.
Hey.
Hi.
You come around here a lot?
I know.
Yeah.
You see her just kind of look over.
That's cool. That's cool. I travel like everywhere.
Oh, it looks like it.
Do I have something on my boot?
Yeah, you got this, Lauren.
That's not lame at all.
Okay. So they both grab you by the hand and start. Just come on, let's go dance.
Dancing sounds cool. Yeah. I'm an excellent dancer. Nothing from you.
Make a dexterity roll.
At least it's not Ilya. Oh no, his dexterity is actually worse.
So you don't have to make any dex rolls.
I'll make a fool of myself without it.
But
Yeah,
you do
exactly.
see.
You're just so bad you don't have to roll.
Okay, but make an intelligence roll. Half your intelligence because you've been drinking extraordinarily heavily.
Both of us?
Both of you.
Okay.
Oh, I
Nice.
really don't make it.
I made it.
Another 17?
I rolled 3 17s
Dude.
out of my 4
You're
rolls.
intelligent
I like
right
this
now.
dice.
So
I rolled
she.
a 2, so I'm good.
Okay, yeah. So you're good. You notice obviously that the elven chick is starting to take him upstairs.
Okay.
So and
I
she's
do
trying
not
to lead
notice.
You have no.
I don't know
clue.
I'm
You're
going upstairs.
You.
Oh,
She's just like, let's go upstairs, and you're like, okay.
upstairs is cool. Everything's cool.
Okay.
I'm very bad at flirting.
And the other one is leading you the same way, and she says, I was able to talk her into it, but it's going to cost you double.
Did you know we were paying for this?
'Cause she is
Does
kind of
Gildor hear this? Because I'll pay.
because she's the most exotic one that we have, just elf and all.
Whoa. Okay.
She's
Yeah.
human, right? We
Oh
think
yeah,
she's
Yeah.
she's completely human.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
You
want,
think you?
I want to make sure,
Yeah.
as a person, I'm
You're-
keeping up on
you're
what
so-
my idiot
yeah,
character is
you're
doing.
Yeah. Soren is completely blitzed. He's like,
Totally cool.
oh wow, she's beautiful. She's an elf. Wow.
I think he would think that of any female
Mhm.
creature. It could be a wolf. And he'd be like, oh, the most lovely wolf I've ever seen. I must have you. He's very lonely. He's 22. Like,
Soren furry confirmed.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay. I don't know what we're doubling, but alright. Double the
She
beer.
goes
Yeah.
10 gold.
Okay, here you go. Deal.
10 silver pieces, 10 gold. 10 silver pieces, 10 gold.
All right.
we're very drunk.
So
I don't even know we're paying for this.
you haven't paid for anything, so you have no clue. what's
Yeah,
going on.
exactly. I don't know that this is a brothel.
Yeah, you're just a player.
I'm very drunk. I have very little chance of figuring out that this is a brothel.
Okay. All right. So two of you go upstairs. The rest of you, what are you doing? You do, by the way, over time as you're walking through, you do see Ilya sitting there, and you see a halfling with kind of her face in her hands.
Did I see them go upstairs?
Ilya?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. I am taking notes for critiques later.
I'm gonna buy Ilya and Skady a drink.
Okay.
Wait, what are you bugging me?
Hmm?
Do you know what I drink?
Whiskey.
Gildor comes over and goes, normally I would partake, but honestly that whole display left me a bit sickened, so I'll stay here and drink.
What part of these displays are not sickening? I have a crying mess of a lump on my shoulder where there is nothing but a bloody stump of her face. The other scrawny thing is running through the city. Probably is going to get strung up by his underthings. It will be great for future stories. But he wanted help, so everyone here is looking at me. I want to stab someone. But it's frowned upon, and I like drinking. And I want to continue drinking. So I can't. I'm a little bit tipsy, which is why I'm venting all this at Gildor. Why is there music?
There you go.
Mood music.
Yep.
Exotic mood music.
So medieval.
Exotic. The bards.
There you go.
You just hear that coming from upstairs.
They have like an orchestra in these rooms? I mean, this is pretty good service.
Oh, wow!
I think it was worth the 10 gold pieces.
Okay, so at any rate, you guys go upstairs, and somewhere in between, as you are doing what it is that you should be doing in this,
Yeah.
you notice that the bed itself is really lumpy.
Yeah,
You do.
I do?
Yes. Soren does. You don't care.
Yeah, I'm like,
you just
I'm
happen
pretty
to
blitzed.
notice this kind of lumpy. And as you make your way to it, you kind of like stumble and fall into it. And you hear, ow! Get off of me!
What?
And you see Icklerock come out from You little monster, what are you doing in here?
Yeah, I have lost every vibe. Someone help me with this terminology. I've lost all of it. I'm like, what is happening? Why is Icklerock in your room? Did you sleep with her?
I have no idea.
Why?
I didn't sleep with them.
Why
I have no idea why he's here.
Why? Why?
You don't look so good, dude.
How?
Alright. Make a half constitution check.
Half constitution.
His constitution's pretty high.
Yeah, it's a 17.
Round it up or round it down?
Round up.
I did it!
Okay. Alright. You managed to hold your cookies down at this point. Yep.
I'm good.
Yep. But you do have that kind of like greasy feeling in the back of your throat, and you know you've drank too much, and you just have that. You know that one more is just going to put you over the edge, sort of a thing.
I'm just gonna go.
All right, so you get out of the room.
Yeah, I'm just walking away.
All right.
I'm never gonna get lazy.
So as you make your way out of the room, and she goes, "I might as well. It's already been paid for."
Wow!
And the door.
Shoots. Scores.
I think that's the luckiest he's ever been.
All right. Did you guys decide where it is that you're going to go?
if I give her a pretzel because she's.
Yeah, she's.
So you had the Mountain Hearth, or you had Belgium's Rest.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go to Mountain Hearth.
Mountain Hearth? Okay.
Oh,
That's perfectly fine.
Not like a brick oven pizza.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So you do see, just kind of walking around, that there is a female dwarf.
Is this one actually a dwarf or
Yes.
just pointy ears?
No,
That's
No,
just
this is a
someone
different.
dressed as an elf and is like, I'm a
I
dwarf.
think I have a
It's just a-
Did you just assume my race?
You're
Oh my
one-
gosh, can you
Wow.
assume that universe? That'd be interesting. This might be the weirdest role playing I've ever done.
Well, okay.
I also think it's most accurate.
That's probably going.
Okay. All right. So, the woman that runs the place, like I said, her name is Reagan. She introduces herself. And says, "Please, make yourself at home. What can I bring you?"
Do you have any wine?
Yes.
How many types of wine do you have?
Only a couple.
We will have all those types.
Yeah.
A glass of each, please.
Sure.
Do you have a menu?
Yes.
I'll see a menu,
And-
please.
She manages to bring over a couple of the workers that are there. Once again, very clean appearances, dwarven as well. A couple humans that you see walking around. She goes, "Excuse me, dearies. I'll be happy to check back on you later." And you notice that as other patrons are coming in, she's personally going and introducing herself and playing the hostess, if you will, to the part. So, the food actually that you order is really good. The wines that you order, surprisingly, are really not that bad, considering that this is a dwarven area.
It's a very distinctive difference between the two sides of the story.
Yeah.
The classy part of their,
Just have some wine.
and we're like, ah!
Yeah.
So apparently we have
Okay,
two
so you
parts
guys
of
are
the
just going to be sitting around a table, just
Awesome.
enjoying.
I like it.
They're like-
I like it. I like it.
We're
A
like
lot.
jumping off tables into to giant parties,
Okay.
breaking chairs.
All right.
Not
She
Aragorn
manages
scene
to,
at
to
all.
walk back over. Welcome, dearie. It's good to see you. Always glad to have our fine folk joining us here.
Glad I could bring my friends as well.
Absolutely. So she introduces herself as Reagan.
Ronnie?
She goes, "I am the owner of this fine establishment. If there's anything at all that I can help you with or that you're looking for, I'll be more than happy to serve however it is I can."
Fantastic.
Very undwarf-like. Not boisterous and loud, but very prim, proper, efficient, and so forth. Almost militaristic, if you will. Okay? But not what you typically know from other kinds of dwarves.
All right.
So, the meal it is that you have is very, very enjoyable. Anything specifically that you want to discuss?
Next trip.
Yeah,
Or-
well, ask her if she knows any place that we can talk for potential gainful employment.
Sure. She says, actually, there's a gentleman that I know is always looking for work from people. His name is Daknows. Daknows.
Oh. Well, that's
Yeah.
another thing. Daknows. Is
We
that
really
for,
need to keep skating away from this guy.
Yeah. Skating. Where can we find him at?
She says he's over in this area right here. I believe that is, hold on, in which is Trade Town. Okay. So he's in this area of the city.
Okay.
Right in there.
Cool.
I know that he is always looking for work. He frequents this establishment an awful lot. And he's always telling me that if I run into anyone that is looking to please send him his way.
All right.
Very reputable, a little boisterous, known, but he, very noble in the things it is that he actually does. So,
All right.
Very good. Thank you very much for the
sure,
info.
it's my pleasure to do so. So Lorlo looks and says, I like this place. This is a really, really nice place. I wonder why it took us so long to actually find a place like this in the city.
Yeah, probably the other half of our party.
Yep.
Not to name names.
It's yours to discuss whatever it is that you want to discuss.
So is it just us, just our party at the table, or
Yeah.
are there other people there?
There's other people that are frequenting the place, but you're at your own private table.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So we should go find this Daknows guy tomorrow.
So are we really looking for someone named Daknows?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we should probably get rooms here for the night.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure.
Excuse me, Reagan.
Oh, dearie, what can I do to help you?
We'd like a few rooms for the evening, if you have any to spare.
Wonderful. Absolutely, I'd love to have you stay. She says, I have 3 different rooms that are available at this point. So,
Okay.
unfortunately, you're going to probably have to double up.
That's fine.
But, yeah.
They don't all hate each other.
No problem.
She says that they run 2 gold a night.
All right. We'll go ahead and give you the 6 gold then.
Okay. All right.
Jacob will
She
pay
says,
for
I
it.
will have them prepared for you right now.
Fantastic.
So, you notice that she waves somebody over and very, prim, proper. Make sure the rooms are nice.
Jacob's paying for it.
They're clean, warm, and so forth. Treat these people very, very well.
All right.
Where are we going? Ilya's the most sober one. And no one's gonna let her in anywhere.
Ilya is really pissed off at this point because she was looking for some
Just quiet.
just quiet alone time, and
Maybe just people watching, get some information. She is crying halfway on the side.
So do I see Soren coming down the steps?
More so stumbling down the steps.
Yeah, I was gonna say, coming down the steps, yes.
How,
Walking
per se?
would be a bit of a
Am
stretch.
I like sliding on my butt down the stairs?
Yeah, you can do that if you want.
I'm doing that. I don't want to fall and embarrass myself.
I'm gonna give him the.
Rat was in her bed.
In or under?
No, in.
What happened to 3?
No, that's weird. I want it to be me and her.
I'm gonna call over another nice-looking girl.
You're really determined.
And pay.
Ben, sorry.
Okay, that one will cost you gold.
Okay.
She's not as exotic as the other one, but she's attractive. In,
I can deal with the cherry drug Soren.
in a frumpy sort of way, she's attractive, but
He's like,
has
where's
more.
my frumpy?
Yeah, I was about to say.
What?
Frumpy, I got that right here. It's like,
Here you go.
yeah, that'll work.
But
Yeah.
wait, there's more.
How's that frumpy?
Well, but that's what she looks like to you.
Oh,
yeah.
that.
To everybody
makes
else,
sense.
she's a little
Like average.
average.
Yeah. Average with nice hair.
Yeah, basically.
Remember, this is candlelight.
Make a wisdom roll.
It's candlelight.
Me?
Yeah.
This is drunk candlelight.
Yeah.
Oh, wisdom.
Everything is pretty.
Nope, missed it.
Okay. Okay.
Am I about to get robbed? I want to get robbed.
And And so it
I think
so
I
it has
might have
been
called
said.
over a guy.
So it shall be done.
What'd you say?
I said I might have called over a guy.
Well, I realized it when the pants come off.
Sorry,
Candlelight. There's no
No,
telling.
you're not-
sorry, Soren.
You're not that drunk.
Oh.
Good. Thank goodness.
Hi there, sweetie.
Hey, I'm not gonna find any of my other cohorts in your bed, am I?
Oh God, I hope not.
That like literally just
I'm
happened.
not really into that.
You're normal.
I just-
I like normal. Normal's good. Normal's nice.
Saddest thing.
Drunk Soren's turkey sad.
I reached that point
Oh.
drunk. We've crossed the line into sad.
So you see her eyes kind of light up a bit.
You seem
So-
pretty.
Seem pretty.
I like your hair. I saw. What's that?
Well, let's go take care of you before. Yeah, exactly. Before you pass out.
Yeah, I mean, I want to make sure you have fun and you get to know each other.
Oh well, there's different ways of having fun.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Sorry, we're both just gonna be like reading next to each
Rope
other.
This isn't Ren.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Sword is very drunk, so he might end up reading a book upside down.
All right. So make a third. 1/3 of your wisdom. Round down.
Round down.
14.
So a third round down.
Yeah. So basically 4.
4.
Or less.
18. Does that make it?
No. Not
How
even
close
close.
is 18 to 4? I can't do math.
Okay. All right. She leads you upstairs.
Oh, cool.
There we go.
Why do you guys all live upstairs?
Hey, Soren! This is awesome! This is so much better than meat and cheese place.
Oh no! Found a new obsession.
I don't think you were supposed to yell my name when you're with a girl.
No offense, George.
Why do you guys all live upstairs? It's so weird. I thought this was the floor.
All right. So Kix, make an intelligence roll. Half of your intelligence.
Most tense.
No, it's a
No?
make it.
Okay.
We're all really stupid right now. We're making bad choices.
Alcohol does that.
What? No.
All right.
I'd be making this decision
So-
super sober with the way I'm rolling tonight.
So she's leading you upstairs up the same set of steps that the last one
Okay.
went through. Has you by the hand and is walking past the elven chick's room. And the door opens up and you see the elven chick just sitting there with like sweat pouring down her face. And you see Icarot walk out with a big smile on her face and she goes, "Honey, you need to come back anytime."
Oh. Oh my.
New best friend. We'll talk later. You and me. Like, I'll get you beer.
Okay. Third con.
Oh no. 1/3 of your
1/3.
I don't want to roll it. I have to get a 7. Yeah? No?
What's his
It's
con?
less. I can't do math.
17.
6.
17.
You have to go
Yeah.
1 to 4, right?
Yep.
Oh, it's Constitution.
5 or 6. Nope.
13.
Okay.
I'm going to lose it.
Yeah, you get up there and you're out cold.
Okay. Is it face first? Is it like, do I at least slump sort of?
You have no clue. You
Oh.
just get up there and you're like,
Everything's gone. Everything's gone. Cool.
Yep.
Blackout drug. Excellent. I don't think I've never been in regular life. I have no idea how this feels.
so you finish up and
Jeez, Soren, keep it down out there. You're going crazy.
Meanwhile, Ickle Rod.
All right.
So many questions. Also, did he rob her?
See you around, baby.
Not if I see you around.
Threat.
So you see Ickle Rock kind of like hand on his belt, big, real proud look on his face.
Are they still letting him into this bar? People are very forgetful.
Nobody knew that he was there. He was hiding in her bed.
But he's never been that good at hiding.
No.
No, that's stealing.
Yeah, blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
Sometimes it's his own.
Yeah,
Or a bucket.
yeah.
Wow.
I saw it and went for it.
Wow.
No one else is going to do it. You're welcome, world.
Okay. So this group that's back here. Okay.
Why do they call you?
Thanks. Why do they call you me? Question for the ages.
This is a very interesting night. A lot of food choices.
I'm gonna pretend that wasn't intentional.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Stop blushing.
that's actually a Porky's reference. So nice job.
God.
You guys have, like I said, a pretty wonderful night. The beds are comfortable.
With
We're
bed.
back to the party.
Yeah, we're in the other.
We're back to the
We're in the
clean
mountain
side of the night.
The refined portion of our party with standards
Yep.
called bed to sleep in and food and maybe some decent company.
Are they feather
Classy
beds?
world.
I'm sorry.
Are they feather beds?
Not quite.
Okay.
Not quite. But they are fairly comfortable.
Okay.
From
Decent straw.
yes, and sheets are extraordinarily clean.
Nice.
You'll notice too. The room is pretty much immaculate.
That's pretty sweet.
Fantastic.
They're all relaxed. We're all scared for our lives.
I love like the smash cuts where things are just happening over there and
Like,
it's
can
just
you
them like
imagine-
sipping tea.
you
And then
imagine-
it goes back and everyone's going crazy again.
It's like, can you imagine this TV show?
Yeah.
Oh, this wine is very floral.
I'm gonna get smashed! Two sides.
Okay. You guys have an absolutely restful night. No noise, no nothing.
This is where Alia should have been.
Yep.
It's quiet.
You do also, before you part, Laurel says, does anybody know where the rest of the group went?
By the light of the moon, we left them.
I thought I heard something about
Got it.
pickled pig or
Pickled
pig in the imp. I don't know.
Pig something, pig in a blanket, pig in a bucket, maybe?
Pig in a blanket, they're probably at an inn. They're
Hmm.
sleeping under a blanket.
So-
It's fine.
She says, I'll check with Reagan. She probably has an idea. Pig, you said it's pig something?
Pig
Pig
in a
something.
bucket, pig in a blanket, pig in a
Okay.
bee, something.
Okay.
Oh God!
So
Are
she walks
we
off,
sleeping in the booths at this point? Like Alia's just sitting there in a bar.
and those of you that are looking over, you see Reagan kind of like,
This is the sort of question that gets us kicked out again.
yes, there's a place. It's called the Pig and Bucket.
Just a little cut to the scene.
And she motions her down, and you see Laurel's face go.
Why did we let Soren do something like this?
Okay,
He doesn't know any better.
thank you. So she walks back on over, and it's just like she just kind of smiles. Just so apparently that there's a place that's called the Pig and Bucket. Definitely not as nice of an establishment as this one is.
There are
Yeah, but
It is
where
beer
is-
hall, which would make sense why they would go there. It is also surrounded by. Oh, I just have to say it. some houses of ill repute.
I get it. It's a bucket. It's a bucket, and it's surrounded. And there are pigs in the bucket.
I really hope Soren didn't get himself in trouble.
I don't even know.
Someone
what
else
Soren
got
did.
Soren in trouble.
I don't know what happened to Soren.
Soren saved himself.
I'm very concerned about Soren.
She's like, I expect that out of Kix, but not Soren. He's so pure. Just like the driven snow.
Go to him in the pile of Sunpea.
So, we should probably go get them
Rescue them.
sometime probably in the morning.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Let's let them dry out a little bit.
Nah.
I'm sure.
I'm very concerned.
In more ways than one, probably.
So,
So at Pig in the Bucket, is there a sign of a pig in the bucket, or is it like a fake statue?
it looks like
or-
a carving.
Oh, it's a carving.
It's like a carving.
That's nice. At least it's a
Of
classy
it that's there.
It's
Bravo.
classy.
Yeah. So, the barkeep that's there, you do find out that his name is Kyle. You find out that he was an old adventuring type as well. And he says, if you're looking for work, I know where you can get some work at.
I have a question. Who's he talking to?
I'm just saying in general.
Oh, okay.
Whoever-
I'm like, I don't even know who's here anymore.
Yeah.
At the bucket?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, I know which of our characters are in there. I have no idea where any of us. I don't know where my own character went. I lost him! He left the nest, and he got drunk. Passed out in a brothel. Not very proud mother.
So who's down in the main bar area
I guess
still?
that'd be me.
Yeah. So
EE.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's
I
this-
mean,
what's this
down
work
there.
area about?
Ilya's in the corner,
yeah.
but she might.
Ilya's just
Ilya's happy
Are
to
you
find an
s-
excuse to get away from
are you
this crying
sober?
mess.
Or you drink a little bit? Or
Not.
you're,
I
are
am
you,
like, I'm actually
hammered?
palling around with you to stay away from the crying mess.
who, Elia?
Ilya is.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they're both drow, so.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So what's this work I hear about?
Sky know. Daknows. Daknows knows.
Of course. That's. And I just look at the crying mess that I left in the booth, and she's just like flopped on
No.
the side.
Well, her ears perk up. Did someone say nose?
No, I mean, they didn't.
I don't think she is actually real. I am pretty sure she is just a punishment. Sent here for me for one of
Kyle just looks on
many
there and
things.
right. So he's always looking for people to work for him. Pretty reputable. He's just on the other side of the city gates here. We
You
can
mean
check
in
him
the
out.
Slums?
Huh?
You mean in the slums?
No, on the
Trade
good side
town.
of the slums.
Ah,
Straight down.
good side of the slums.
Yeah, right in Trade Town.
Alright. That's easy enough. Down the street.
Right, if they're
Just
They're
check in
ready
with
to
him.
go?
I'm sure he'll have work for people like you to do.
He actually pays.
Pays real well.
Good, because the last job, our idiot friend got us didn't pay.
You paid for your drinks, all right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
Right. Okay. Next morning arrives. You find Soren, or you don't find Soren actually.
Stripped down
Oh.
naked.
Oh.
You find Kix kind of laying over top of the bar. You see Ickelrot just kind of.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Does anyone stay? Keep an eye on him, or do you go and leave and find a other place to actually stay that has beds?
I want to go
It's
somewhere
not-
with an
not the
actual
brothel?
beds. I'd like to stay somewhere with beds that isn't a brothel, where I don't have to share them with someone else.
Yeah, we can drag them out of there.
I am not wanting to share my bed with somebody tonight.
Okay. So Ickelrot goes back up and
Apparently, Soren's going to.
I don't know what's happening. Sword, I'm so worried about him. My little baby.
So, who's gonna go check on?
Anyone
You were
gonna
close
check out
there, weren't
Soren?
you?
Wait, what?
He's gone.
I'm out.
Oh,
He's
you're out.
gone.
Yeah.
Guys, I think,
Yeah,
I think we
he's
should
gonna go look.
Krampus style. I think we should leave him.
Okay. So,
Crap.
so you see the woman that
Style.
was there, and
Story doesn't have style.
you see her like backed up
That's true.
against the door and having a little bit of a deer in the headlights kind of a look to her. She's just kind of like shaking her head, like that was bad.
Have you seen anything worse than that?
We didn't even do anything. He just got sick all over the bed. I made sure that he wasn't like face down in it, but it stinks in there.
Why did you sleep with his unconscious body then? I'm pretty sure that's crossing a line.
I'm gonna give her an extra gold piece for her traumatized.
I'm pretty sure you just
She
did
goes.
not. Like that shouldn't have.
He's your responsibility.
We'll take care of him.
I was unconscious for this entire event. Like I'm pretty sure like this is messed up right now.
He's had performance issues in the past. I've given him some mushrooms.
I'm pretty sure
I've found
that
some mushrooms.
before this night I was a virgin. I'm just saying.
That's helped him before, but sometimes that, when mixed with alcohol, doesn't really help him out.
Yeah.
Thank you
Wait,
for
you
your
gave
time.
me the shrooms?
Sure. So, she walks off.
Okay.
You see that the door is cracked open a little bit,
I'm gonna go
and
in.
you see him kind of like laying.
Oh, this guy
He's
wanted
got
to be a paladin someday.
He's just got puke all over.
Is there any like
Side.
washing
Disinfecting wipes.
basin or
Just
anything?
Lysol
in
exists.
there?
Not in the room. I mean, there's a pitcher of water, but
Yeah, I'm gonna throw
you know.
that on him. And then I'm gonna yell down the steps, Elias! Come up here, help me!
I'll storm up there.
Okay.
I just take another sip of my drink. Like,
Yeah, you see him and he's
Gildor.
just like, oh god.
Grab an ankle. Can you walk? Soren,
what?
can you walk?
What's walking?
Gildor, grab an ankle. We're gonna carry him downstairs.
No, no moving. It's so bright.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Soren.
No.
I'm hanging from the ceiling. Like a
Oh. What? Oh. Are you upside down?
Maybe you're upside down.
I don't want to be
Yeah,
upside
you can't
down.
tell from the shrooms whether he's upside down or you're upside
I
down.
don't want to be upside down. Please don't make me be upside down anymore, pigs.
Grab an ankle.
No more upside down. Dude, I'm all
Alright, so
wet.
you're gonna drag him out by his feet.
Yeah, we're gonna drag him down.
Okay.
Why am I wet?
Yeah, you are.
Oh.
Gotta keep your mouth closed
Why?
if you drink too much.
What?
So we're gonna find an establishment.
Okay.
What happened last night?
It's still night.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is awkward.
Couple hours passed.
What night is it?
By the light of the moon.
Okay. So, asking around, the closest place that you can find that you hear about
Oh no.
is out here,
Oh. Okay.
and
That's even worse!
and the place is called Clean Sheets.
Ooh.
That's about all that's clean.
Okay.
Why do they have to say they're clean? Is that...
Yeah, you would think that was a given.
That's not Trade Town. Trade Town's on the outer wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going farther
We're in
away
the
from the
Yeah,
city.
Trade Town. Yeah. Yeah, you're going away.
Shantytown.
Away from the city. Trade Town is like up in here.
Well, shall we pay for a couple rooms here?
Sounds
Good to
good.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really want to
As
carry
long as
anyone.
the sheets are actually clean.
So you notice that the place itself appears to be more of like a sagging and rotting building.
Yeah.
It looks really pretty here.
And
You broke the DM.
Yes! Goal 1 achieved! I have really good drug acting.
Apparently.
all right, so you notice that running the establishment is a halfling.
Oh no, Soren, don't say it!
And he has a real wicked scar going down his left cheek.
Dude. That's wicked.
So
I want one.
Slowly disarming Soren.
Don't say it. Don't say
You're
it.
not allowed to own hobbits.
No, it's hard.
so those of you that are extraordinarily drunk are looking at this place and going, wow, this is a really great place. And those of you that are not drunk going,
Hell yeah.
oh my god, I hope I don't come in contact with anything here.
Although, admittedly, nowhere else is going to let in a drow at this time of night, so...
But you can
You want to
certainly...
sleep on the roof? Like...
There's... so there are a couple of private rooms and there's a common room.
Thank goodness. Can I have a private room, please?
Sure. And he just kind of looks you up and down. It's 5 gold pieces.
I'm going to sleep on the roof.
4 if you make it worth my while.
I could stab you. Is that worth your while?
Please.
Huh.
Oh.
You want to play this game?
I like pain. Where do you think I got this one from, sweetie?
Oh no. Oh no.
A fight with your bed from one of the girls at the other place that couldn't quite bed you because you're so freaking little.
You want the room or not?
No, I'm good with the roof, thanks. I'm walking out.
Okay.
I don't deal with the stupid prejudice.
Prejudice, nothing. Okay, what about the rest of you?
I'm gonna
I'm literally gonna go sleep on the roof. Anyone join?
get a room. How many beds are in the room? One?
Just
two?
one.
So Soren's gonna sleep on the floor, and
Yeah, something
Fair.
like
Yeah,
that.
just...
I'll be in the bed.
Even
and
Soren's not
I'll-
judging this decision.
I'll keep an eye on Soren
I'm
for
gonna
the
take
night.
You're a good
this
friend.
private room.
Really?
Okay.
Who says, can I get a private room?
There was only 2. There's only
You want to
2.
come sleep on the roof with me?
So
I don't actually
how
have
much
one.
for-
I'm in the
for
common
ours?
room.
Oh, you
I
don't
fell
actually
asleep in
have
the common
one?
room.
He says 2 gold.
thank you.
Alright, so
Yeah,
how
yeah,
many people
see?
actually took
You
one
weren't
then?
there.
How many
I'm
people
not-
actually took one then?
I still
So,
think it's
you did
good.
2
He
private
said he
rooms.
was in the
No,
common
I just fell asleep in the common room.
Oh, you
I
fell
said
asleep
it was
in the common room?
I said it was my private room, and I fell
Oh,
asleep.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah, then there's another one open.
Is
2
it
gold.
2 gold?
I'm literally sleeping on the roof.
No, because Gildor's going to go up and be like, hey, I got your room.
Ah!
And then he'll sleep on the roof.
I like this guy. I like this.
All right. What's your climb walls?
It's 100. I'm not kidding.
Okay.
I guess I
You managed to climb down in without falling.
Okay. This
can't
is
sleep on the roof,
why
I don't
I
have that
worked my
skill,
butt
so-
off to get. I was like, oh, I can't fall, except
Oh,
for
nice.
critical because I fall a lot, and I was really happy at 100%.
You do appreciate the gesture, except the fact that it's pretty disgusting. I mean, you can tell the sheets probably haven't been cleaned in about a decade.
The roof's probably better.
Oh,
rain.
clean
Yeah, the
sheets
rain.
was like a verb, like we're supposed to clean the sheet. Oh, that makes sense. I get it. It was a command.
Yep.
I get it.
I'm like wrapping up in my cloak.
Yeah. So like the closest thing, probably the floor is
Yeah, I'm
cleaner than the bed.
I'm sleeping on the floor on my cloak. That sounds better. Like I'm making a pillow out of my
Yep.
spare shirt. This is fine.
While over here, you have a nice, warm, comfortable night.
You want to come sleep on the
really
floor?
well.
What?
You want to come sleep on the
hot
floor?
coal, what is it? A hot coal
It's better than
pan
the
or
bed,
whatever
like-
they put under the
Very
bed?
much so.
Less
Well,
chance
not
of falling.
quite. Not quite. But, you
More
know,
defensible.
you don't, I mean, she
I have
doesn't
a
have,
50%
like,
to not fall off bed.
turn down service or, or anything like that. But you are met in the morning that there is a very nice breakfast that is there waiting for you.
I probably wake up with my own puke.
You guys wake up in the morning and all you can smell is like horse dung and
This is why you don't hang out at brothels, boys and
Yep.
girls. This is a life lesson. No brothels.
okay. All right. Okay. So this group here, you start making your way down to that area, and
Okay. Daknows knows.
No, I'm saying in the morning you're trying to find.
You're trying to find
You're trying to
us.
find the other group.
The chaos that is us.
Yeah, and you're just like looking at this place, and you're like, oh my god, what the hell did they get themselves into?
I'm still not sure.
So Atellus walks in because there's no way Lorelow's walking into a place like that.
He's gonna look so out of place. He's so saintly. They're all like, coward! Hide the activities!
And you say, right, like what would you be doing in a place like this? You just hear Atellus say, I'm just looking for some associates.
We're not even friends anymore. We got demoted.
And you hear him describe the other group. My understanding is that they were here last night. Right, yeah, they were here. No idea where they went, but you can try, a few of the places in the area, if you wish. A couple gutters, probably where they belong anyway.
Oh no.
So,
I've ruined their lives. My poor children.
all right, so Atellus comes back, and Lorello says, well, can always track him.
Oh my gosh, we literally have to use tracking abilities.
Well, look at these drag marks.
Did he happen to say
Yeah,
which was the closest place?
Swore his
He,
unconscious
he
body.
didn't really. He just said that there were a couple establishments that were in the area.
Okay.
These
But-
drag marks look like the back of Soren's head.
Yeah.
Wait, you were dragging me with my head on the
You
ground?
couldn't
My
walk.
ankles.
Couldn't walk.
Oh.
What was walking?
Grab an ankle.
Grab an ankle.
Ah. Maybe I was drunk.
Through some investigative work, you do hear that they went to a place called what you think they were headed out of town, and the only place that would have been out of town is a place called Clean. They call Clean Sheets, but
All right. Well,
This place sounds disgusting.
Let's go that way.
yeah, it sounds quite alarming, actually.
I think I'm gonna go shopping while you guys find these people.
Have fun with that.
Trade town.
Have fun with that.
We should make sure that they didn't get themselves in any trouble.
Go
They
for
definitely did.
All right, so you're gonna stay behind. You're gonna
it.
go into
she's
Trade
gonna
Town.
go Trade town, yeah.
Okay.
With Lorelai, or I guess
No,
Lorelai's
Lorelai's
tracking.
going.
Lorelow's going to
Lorelai's
help.
tracking.
She's
So,
selfless. Remember, she
Attell-
helps the poor
Yeah.
and
So
suffering.
Tellus will go with you. He doesn't feel comfortable you going by yourself.
Okay.
Aw.
Oh, shucks.
Okay. Yeah, so you see somebody points out as you get on the outside of town, somebody points out this building, and I mean, it's like, do you ever see these places in Ohio look like that they were built broken down?
Yeah.
That's what this looks like.
That's a very good description.
Yeah. It just looks just exactly
I can actually
like
think
Why
of a
is it
couple
so
places where I
structurally
live.
sound? It's missing most of the architecture.
Yes, and it's weird for me growing up East Coast because don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to sound prejudiced or anything like that, but there's areas, obviously, that you go into that are more dilapidated than others.
Sure.
But here, I've always found it kind of weird where you see, like, nice house, shack.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
the main
Yeah.
street where I live.
Yeah, it just
In,
astonishes me.
everywhere I've grown up.
Yeah.
Where?
It's the shrieking shack.
Where were you from?
No, I mean personally. Sword's from the forest.
Yeah.
He's from Dreadwood.
So,
Well,
at any
that
rate,
sounds about the place.
you go into the establishment, and you see the halfling that's there. It's got, the scar on his face, and you can just see him looking at Laurel and just completely eyes on her and nobody else whatsoever.
Why is everyone a pervert?
Soren's gonna just throw a warning shot with his hammer.
Oh my god!
Oh!
Alright, buddy. Eyes somewhere else.
Okay.
Ooh.
I like him. I like this guy.
What can I do for you?
We're looking for some associates. Have
Okay.
you happened to see half-orc? Well,
Do you need to listen?
2 drow.
Oh,
some
those
sort of
darkies that were
druid.
here. Yeah, I saw them.
Yeah.
I really
yeah.
love the races.
Yeah, the bitch just left.
Oh.
The other one, the other darkie, he bought a room.
Alright.
And you hear, in the background, you hear a ton of snoring coming from the common room.
From the ceiling.
Yeah.
And that sounds like
Someone
a
else.
half-orc associate.
Yep. Yeah, so you walk, you can see in that room, and you see he's just like
Wait, did you
Like
climb
this.
in your sleep?
He's got the
Sleepwalking.
boots
Sleep
climbing.
so.
Sleep spider walk.
How did you not notice him when you walked in?
You also see Ickelrod in that room, and he's just like curled up in a little ball,
Aw,
like
he
that.
looks so innocent, like he didn't expect
Yeah,
someone.
like honestly, you would never expect anything. You see Skatey just sitting in the corner and just like looking like really, really alert.
Yeah,
You know,
it's really
kind of
not the type of place for
Bug-eyed.
skinny.
Yeah, she.
Traumatized this poor girl.
I don't know what happened to E, so he probably just stayed on the outside of town.
I thought
No, yeah.
No,
I thought
he
he
get-
bought the other.
Oh, that's right, he got the other
I'm
room.
on the floor of his room.
Guild
He got the
Order
other room.
and,
Soren's there.
Okay.
Soren's on the floor.
Yeah.
All right, so that's what you see.
Soren's on the floor. And
That's what you see.
How do
okay.
you respond?
Well,
you don't even
thank
see
you,
us upstairs.
sir. We'll collect our associates and get out of your way.
Thank you.
No thanks necessary. Let's just.
Okay.
All right, guys, let's get them.
You have to find us upstairs still.
Yeah, I know. That's.
Yeah, you manage. Yeah, you manage upstairs. You go into the one room, to the one private room. You see the 2 drow sleeping on the floor.
Completely made
Just-
bed. Completely made
Are you sure it was
bed.
We made
yeah.
it out of spite.
Are you sure
it
it
was
was
bad
made?
when we got in there and we were like,
Yeah, I mean you can.
actually no.
You look at this place and you're just like, oh my god, I hope that like nothing touches me while I'm here. Thank God there's not a black
Hey
light.
man.
Oh God, to clear the black light.
Yeah, you just see the 2 drow and they're just kind of. I mean, they just look completely uncomfortable.
Soren walks up and just
Not Soren.
bang, or walks up and just bangs his hammer next to their heads.
Bong! No.
All
Do
right,
you want to get stabbed?
wake up.
Do you want to get freaking stabbed right now?
Just wake up. We need to get moving. And turns around, walks out of the room. All right, where's the druid?
You hear that when you hit the hammer.
Yeah.
You just hear some loud tumbling.
I'm kicking. I'm nudging Soren awake.
Really good. Extremely good Chekhov's gun payoff.
My shins hurt. What happened? Oh, these shoes broke. Oh.
All right, you're nudging Soren away.
Yeah, I'm waking Soren awake because all the noise. Come on, let's go.
I'll move when you stop screaming.
Don't yell at me. Oh no. It was a pretty girl. I don't know where she went. I don't know why that was. I'm very confused.
You sure that wasn't Ickle
Oh no. Oh, please don't tell me.
That out.
You owe me a couple gold pieces, by the way.
What did I do?
Nothing.
What does that mean exactly?
Well,
Exactly what it sounds like.
yeah. Last time I gave you mushrooms. Opposite effect.
I thought we were trying to just make my drink taste better. Did you have another?
I'm not gonna say anything.
Did you do something without telling me?
I didn't do anything. You were supposed to do something
Well,
with those two girls that you saw.
the nice ones that talked to me?
Well, the one that was talking to you but looked like two.
No, no.
Yes, the nice one that was talking to you.
There were two girls. I was two of them. I remember. There was one.
That Ickle stole.
Wait, that actually happened?
Yes,
wasn't
that
a
happened.
nightmare?
That wasn't a dream.
I think we might have to kill him.
Soren, are you out there?
Oh, so Kix is alive. Like, we survived the night? Like, everyone's still together. Like, no one died.
Think so. Haven't seen Ilya though.
Well, that sucks. Who else is
You know,
gonna
and
be the butt of all the
Skady-
jokes? And
Katie's been hiding in the
then I'm
corner
gonna be
all
the butt
week.
of all the jokes, and we can't
all
let that
night.
happen.
So we gotta go find some Daknows guy
Oh.
who may know where we can find a Daknows.
Soren, have you seen my underwear?
How do you lose your underwear? What happened last night?
Like I said,
What?
nothing.
What did you do with your underwear? Did one of the pretty girls take it?
Ickle, what are you... Give me that back, dude. What the hell?
He's wearing it as a shirt.
Sad thing is, it would probably fit.
Yeah.
Yep. You do notice he has just an extra glow about him this morning. Just very mellow.
Did you steal something from me last night?
Of course not. I stole nothing from anyone.
You look like you stole something.
He was just in the right place at the right time.
Exactly.
That's basically stealing.
All right. So you guys make your way out.
Good. It's about time.
Soren, you do happen to catch Laura Lil's eye, and she's just... Okay. So
I need another drink.
she does walk up to you and go, just hold still.
What was on my head?
You don't want to know.
Probably a horse or a road apple on your dragon.
It's true. We were trying to steer, but there was a lot.
You really need to bathe. Do we have time to go get him cleaned up first?
We probably should before we take him into town.
Yeah, that's... You stink.
Among other things.
I don't think they're like dating anymore. All the girls were mean. I don't think they liked me. I'm pretty sure somebody paid them.
He did not like you.
Nickelrot stole one of the girls. That means Nickelrot's better than me. I didn't think that was possible. I must be really bad.
So you do manage to find on the outside of town an area that you can actually go and bathe in. Public shower.
Is it private enough that I can cry?
There's a stall.
Okay, good.
There's a stall that you can go
definitely crying
into.
in the shower.
Yeah.
Shame. I've disappointed my biggest hero. Laura, though.
You're all having too much fun.
I shut it down.
Isn't that the point? All right, so you managed to.
Soren's not having fun. He's crying in the shower.
All right, so you managed to get yourselves cleaned up, and make your way into Trade Town.
Can I stop Laura really quick?
Sure.
And just be like, I'm gonna do better. I think I did something stupid, and you look mad at me, and I wanted to tell you I'm gonna try better. Because I don't want you to think I'm stupid.
She says, "I never thought you were stupid.
No, I'm
I
gonna.
just think that you get yourself carried away, and I think you can do so much better." And she's, kind of like looking at the ground.
And I'm gonna do better, because I want you to be proud of me.
I'd like that too.
Yeah, I'll do better.
Kix comes up between them and puts his arms around their shoulders. Don't worry, we'll get you laid next time. You'll do better. You'll do better.
And you notice Laura just. You can definitely tell that she's blushing at this point.
Oh no!
I'm gonna go find Itkelrod and figure out what the hell happened to him.
I don't want to know.
And probably get my underwear back.
Why does
Maybe not.
Why does Itkelrod have your underwear?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
He's a thief.
That's the first thief
About
he's
the only
successfully
thing
done.
he has to say.
What? Why?
His first attempt.
Why is it the first thing he successfully stole? Was Kix's underwear.
He needed a shirt.
I have so many questions.
Dude, you really need to wash your ass.
Why are you wearing it as a shirt?
I'm not wearing it.
Why is it on your body?
I don't have it on my body.
What?
He's not wearing it.
Oh.
No.
I know everybody has their own hygiene and stuff, but dude, these are nasty.
Why do you have
All that beef and cheese you eating.
All right. Well, let's go
Let's
find
go find
Daknows.
Daknows.
Okay. All right. So you.
Sorry, Skatey.
Okay. So you make your way through Trade Town, and you get up to, like I said, about this area around here, and you see an established sign, or an establishment that has a sign out there that just says Daknows. It's Daknows.
That's weird. Is that? Did anyone else think it was on your face? Not knowing something.
Orc is gonna walk up to the door and use his hammer on the beam of the door and just knock a few times.
Sure.
Is the whole party together now?
Yeah.
Or- okay.
Yeah, everybody's together at this point.
Come on in!
All right. Orc opens the door.
Man,
And
Orc's really leading
walks
this
in.
party now. It's kind of awesome.
You see, sitting behind you, or sitting behind you,
threw-
sitting behind,
Oh!
sitting behind a shorter desk, you see a gnome with a pair of prospector
Oh,
types
okay.
of glasses, sitting on top of his
Very
head.
stylish.
Yeah, kind of stylish, pretty clean looking.
Unlike everything else that we've
Come
witnessed.
on in! What can I do for you?
We're looking for something to do.
Really? Well, Daknows knows.
All right.
Is this where we're supposed to live?
Absolutely. What you looking to do?
I was answering my question.
Some sort of adventure or questing that would result in pay of some sort.
And not at the brothel place. Preferably in coinage.
I got just the job for you. I need you to go on the other side of the mountains there. You're going to go through a forest, sparse of trees, and then to a really, really deep forest. And I need you to deliver something for me.
What would we be delivering?
Good result.
That's not important. You said you wanted a job. I got a job for you.
All right.
Come on, mule. Forest? Scattered forest? Deep
Yes.
forest?
Scattered forest, deep forest. And he provides you a map
Oh, good.
to where it is.
Is it actually a
needs you to
decent
go.
map, or did he like draw on it?
No,
with
it's a decent
crayon?
map. Actually, from a prospector, this is a very good map.
That's cool.
Is the what we're delivering capable of being carried by one person?
Yes.
Absolutely.
What's the pay?
Carried or installed in?
What's the pay?
He says if you deliver it successfully, you get 2,000 gold.
What?
All right.
You can split it however it is that you want. I don't care.
Cool.
Okay?
Much better than our last job, which paid 0.
Sounds like a plan. Daknows?
Not a problem. He says the guy you want to talk to, you just call him Double A.
Double A, like the battery? Oh, wait, no.
We have a light stick.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We needed a way to power it!
Says you just bring back what he's got back for me, and we'll be in great shape.
All right. So, in other words, we're making a trade and then bringing back whatever we gain. to you.
Absolutely.
So does he live in the deep forest then?
Yeah,
Daknows?
he lives on the other side of the deep forest. Very pretty city that he lives in.
Is there
Just
anything...
shines in the light.
He's like constantly interrupting you every time you go to say something.
Is there anything that we should be on the lookout
No,
for?
no, you don't have to worry about nothing. It's a safe journey. I just can't make it. I got too much shit around here that I gotta do.
So our terms are half now and then half a week back.
No, your terms are you're gonna deliver it and then you bring it back and I'll be happy to pay you.
Excuse
That's
me,
how this
Larry
works.
David. Listen.
So I can go and find somebody else to go do this. I don't need you
We
guys.
need freaking money.
So
We're happy to do the job, Daknows.
sure.
Otherwise, he's gonna get us a job where we get paid by us paying them and we get goodwill or something
See,
stupid.
I knew you were a good group. Like I said, Daknows knows. He just knows. He always knows.
He knows
I
us.
have a terrible feeling about this.
So every time you hear him say nose, Skatey is just like,
You're gonna kill the teeny thing.
What's the matter with your little friend over there?
She doesn't have
She
a
needs a
nose.
nose, Daknows.
She needs a nose.
Yeah, seriously. This is not a joke.
Like an actual
I know.
nose.
You see all these tear stains on my shirt? Yeah, that was her.
Show him, Skatey.
That's okay. I'll take your word for it.
It is not a pretty sight,
Mm.
but it was not a pretty sight.
You know,
before.
and now I think about it, there may be something that Double A can help with that. He's got all sorts of kind of stuff
See?
like that.
Sounds like Michael Baton's cousin.
See, you don't have to cry at me the whole freaking journey. We're gonna get you a nose.
Yeah, but that's something you can deal with out there. But
All right.
he's really good at doing all that kind of stuff. I don't bother. I just I'm just a regular prospector.
All right.
I like him. He
So we got a
understands me.
deal.
I think we have a deal.
All right.
comes out and he has a scroll and
All right. Just
Okay,
somebody sign your name to the dotted line. Make this all official.
Oracle, grab a pen.
Please tell me you read the contract.
Do you know how to read?
What's it written in?
it's written in common.
What does it say?
It just is the basics about
What we're doing?
what
Don't
it is that you're
touch
actually
anything in
And
the ever
is the
fizzy
pay
lifting
mentioned?
drink.
Yeah, the payment mentioned it says
All right.
it says 2,000
Sign.
gold upon delivery of of what
Artifact
you're taking
from
to
double
AA,
A.
and then what you
Bring back.
bring back.
I was halfway thinking he was going to bring out a dragon egg. I mean,
All right. Orc signs
it's
the
so
paper.
weird for that to happen, but I've just like had a bad feeling.
Okay. All right. He hands you an iron box. Has no seams on it.
Oh man.
Don't open it.
You can't even see a way to open it. Honestly.
Yeah, because you need a chime of opening. This is how our other campaign started. There's a dragon orb in it, and then some guy touched it, and it went, "Rah!" And they turned into a dragon. And it's a long story.
Who was that? Umek? Who was it?
Ulrich?
Oh, no, the
I
one
got
that
it.
opened it.
Will it?
Will it?
Will it?
Will
What
it?
you talking about, will it?
Yep.
Yes.
I can't get up. I just went straight down.
All right.
What could
Here's the
possibly
map.
go wrong?
Just go ahead. I'll see you guys within a few days.
All right.
It won't take that long.
Okay, thanks, Alf. Bye.
Just call him an elf.
Alf.
So Oric is going to hand the box to Skady to put in the bag of holding.
Okay.
That's smart.
It's perfectly fine. Nice, safe place for it to be.
If we open it later and there's dragons. I have so many questions.
All right. So, are you going to sit out with everybody? Is there anybody that's not interested in it?
Elliot wants to be paid. She's cold.
Pree's gonna sit this one out.
Okay. All right.
She doesn't have a good feeling
She
about
does not
this.
trust this. No.
Elliot wants to be paid, and Soren wants to prove himself to Lorelil, so they're both going.
Okay.
He's definitely going, and Jacob's going.
Okay.
It's been quite a while since we've been in the forest. A decent forest. And this
Yeah,
Oric's-
there's a lot of rocks.
Oric's definitely in.
deep forest sounds good.
Aragon's a little on the fence.
Kicks is in.
Okay.
He hasn't been paying attention, so
Ellie, I think
he's
he'll
following
in.
most people.
All right.
What are you doing? We need to bend over that barrel. We need to put this iron box
Alright.
somewhere. Safekeeping.
Laurel says that she's in.
We're good. We all have a healer.
Definitely Skady.
Skady is definitely in, and Nickelrod is going to sit this one out.
Is he gonna go back to the brothel?
Don't know. Okay. All right. So Laurel is looking at the map, obviously tracker and so forth, and she says, "Look, we should be able to do this fairly easily. I mean, I can't see it lasting much longer than a week
That's
for us to be able to traverse on the other side. It's a sparse area, like he's saying, of forest and then much deeper forest. It's
like the
going.
best pay we've ever gotten for the least
Okay.
amount of time.
All right. All right. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
So how badly do you think we're all gonna die?
Something tells me there's going to be things in the forest that we don't know about.
Maybe Willet has become obsessed with dragon power and he's going to attack us and steal it.
Oh my gosh,
What you talking about, Willet?
That would
That'd be
pretty
intriguing.
crazy. That would be.
it's like, ooh.
I mean, he didn't seem to actually go that way, but
Man, can you imagine
would
if
be
we tried to do a crossover with both these groups and everyone had to play 3 characters?
What you talking about, Willet?
It'd be exhausting.
Could be in down the road.
I have trouble writing scenes with 3 characters sometimes. I'm like, who's talking? Whose personality is this? That one's great. We're getting another character in the scene. It's gonna be weird. And there's gonna be dragons. Maybe. I think there's gonna be dragons.
I have a chime of opening for no particular reason.
No, I also don't think we know that we need a chime of opening.
It's true.
We're not that
But
smart.
I mean, if there's a box that we need to open, I
Well, we don't
feel
know
like
anything
intuitively
about the
We
box.
don't
kind of
need
what
to
comes
open
next,
it, we
but-
just need to deliver it.
Yeah.
I just want to be paid. If they said kill a man and said here's 2,000 gold, I'd do it.
Wait, did Aragon?
Aragon's on the fence. so
no one's
no.
commenting
Okay.
on the fact that I just said I'd kill a man.
I think we should investigate this
You
Daknows
always do
guy.
that, though.
That
Find
is
out
true.
what's going on.
Okay.
At least for,
Oh,
some,
yeah, that's not
for
fair.
some safety.
Sure.
What are you doing?
Just,
I'm cool with that.
we're gonna ask around, figure out what this Daknows guy's
Oh.
What this Daknows guy knows.
What's
Well,
he
we
getting his
heard
nose
from the-
into?
People said he was reputable.
Well, we've heard from the
We've
one place
heard
that he's
from-
reputable, and then we heard from a not so reputable place that he's reputable.
Right. Yeah.
Which is odd. So at least you could ask it like
Go.
some more reputable
But, you know,
places.
hey, if he's like the curator, we're okay.
Curator.
Marvel reference.
Oh, right, curator. I remember now. Of Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've seen the Guardians of the Galaxy
And
movies.
Infinity War.
And
I've seen Infinity War.
Okay.
I've seen very sparse Marvel.
All right.
Wicked Studios sit high.
Oh, hey, Will, how's it going? All right, so that's the group that's going.
Yep.
All right, so let me mark off who's not going.
Here's hoping we don't all die.
Oh, we're going to.
Well, at least
Yay!
there will be 3 to start the new party. Of course, they won't be as tall.
And Jacob make a wisdom roll.
Uh-oh.
Oh, under 16. 11.
Okay. So you suddenly remember that you have something that you haven't used in quite a long
Yes,
time.
you know, he's, well, no, I think E had that. If
Oh,
you're
E has
talking
12.
about
Yep.
8 ball?
Yep.
8 ball. You know what? I'm gonna actually go to get something out of my pocket.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we have
hit
a
it. I'm
magic
like,
8 ball.
Hey, magic 8 ball. Luck or unluck. I'm gonna roll it.
Okay.
You know, you
What
don't
question you can ask?
roll it.
I am gonna ask, are we going to be able to make it back to get paid?
Okay. Roll 27 die.
11.
It says, my sources say no.
Oh no.
Oh.
We're screwed. -4 for everybody.
Nope.
It's a toy. Like, why should we have to listen to a ball?
So, Ilya, we may be a little disappointed.
Are you kidding
The
me?
box opened in the bag.
Oh no, there's a tray! Close the bag! Close the bag!
I forgot that they put somebody in the bag. The pickled imp. And he came alive.
All right. So
Are we going to make it back?
Thomas is not going.
No.
Is not going.
I'm not gonna get paid. I wanna get paid.
Aragon is not going.
I just
And Perea is not going.
money. I
Okay.
don't ask for
All right.
much.
Set up a marching order.
Just all of the money.
Kicks in front.
Marching
Yep.
Ready in the
order.
I guess,
Soren is near the front.
Elias would be pretty close to the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can go 3 across.
3 across?
Yes.
Wee. Wee. Oh, that's gonna make things confusing. Alright.
No, the beef and cheese!
Jordan
no.
trusted you.
He did betray us. Lots of other things betrayed us. Mostly ourselves.
Okay. We should put him in the marching order.
Use all the help we can get.
The nose knows.
You'll go 2 and 2.
He also
The
knows the
nose,
marching
yes.
order.
The nose knows noses.
I mean, technically, yeah. Maybe
Okay.
we could get a nose.
All right. So the first day that you travel, no problem at all. You guys are on foot, no horses. At this point, no need for it. We need the exercise anyway. Some of us need to dry out.
Yep, dry out.
I need another shower to crying. Anyway.
Okay. About halfway through the morning of the second day, once you're making your way there, you happen to see some what appears to be effectively like house fires, not like houses on fire, but
Oh, like chimney smoke.
yeah, like chimney smoke and stuff coming up that happens to be on your path.
That's cool.
Okay.
Civilization.
All right. So you get in, you see this town, and you notice that on the map it's not called out, but going through the middle of town, starting as you make your way around, interestingly, you don't see anybody. It's around town, but you do see that there are, once again, like chimneys and stuff going on.
Oh.
And then in the center of town itself, you notice that there is what appears to be, like, coming into town, it was just road, like dirt road or gravel. But going out, you happen to see that there's a road that is leading outside of town that is copper in color.
I don't think we should go this way. Laura, what does the map say to go?
It says to go right through here
On the copper road.
on the copper road.
Although they he beat me to it.
What's not on the map?
She says that the map itself says to go through this town and go in the same direction. It just didn't call out the actual road.
I mean...
We want to knock on the doors of one of the houses and see why we see nobody. Maybe somebody's actually being burnt in the fire.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's really dark.
You got a hammer, right?
That's terrifying. Yeah, we should go check to make sure people are okay.
Here, check on one of the doors.
Okay.
Oric will walk up to another door.
Okay. You notice that the homes though are really, really small, almost like Hobbit.
Oh, Hobbiton.
Yeah.
Are we
Something
sure?
similar.
We're in the Shire.
Are you sure we're not in Munchkin Town?
We represent the Lollipop Guild.
Feels like Munchkin Town.
Oric is gonna tap, not with his hammer, on one of the doors, just to see if
Okay.
anyone answers.
You see the door just kind of crack open and a little face peers out. What is it that you want?
My party and I are passing through, and we're we're uncertain of the direction we're trying to go. Would you be able to help us?
Follow the copper road.
You don't even know what direction we're going.
Ask him why we don't see anybody out here.
Yeah. Why is there nobody out and about on the street?
Because we've been enslaved by this terrible woman.
What?
What is this terrible woman's name?
We don't know her name. We just call her the witch. Oh,
y'all. Would you be able to describe this woman?
No, just keep moving.
Oh.
That's comforting.
What happens if we walk on the copper road?
Nothing, you just need to follow it. It'll take you to where you need to go.
Where do we need to go?
Yeah, how would they know where we need to go?
You don't know. The door shuts.
Okay.
So I basically hate this.
Yeah.
Follow to the Sapphire City.
That sounds legit.
Well, we have a couple options here.
Follow the copper road or follow the copper road.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, let's follow the copper road.
Does anybody have any oil, though? An oil can?
Oh.
Oh.
What about some
Brains?
lion repellent?
How about a nose?
Or a brain?
Aw.
Or a heart? Or some courage?
Well, I am clearly lacking the heart.
If I only had a nose.
Okay.
We're off
Copper
to see
road?
the wizard, the wizarding Dumbledore.
Wow.
Like I said, the nose knows.
Anything else?
If we find
Let
a
me see.
dog, I'm out.
You do see what appears to be some remnant of cloth that is like in different, like alternating color, both red and white in color. Can't make out what it was, but it's not. It's just like
Are we
Look,
also-
some literal red flags, guys. Let's keep going.
yeah. But you find a little patch about yay big.
So who wants to take
Or so.
the first
Wait,
step on
are
the
we-
Copper Road?
Red Hand? The Red Hand? Is that who we fought way back when?
Yeah, that is.
Is that the same area? Are we in the same area?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do
Well,
it.
Auric being Auric is gonna trudge onto the Copper Road.
Okay. All right.
After first step, does he like disintegrate first?
She thanks.
I'm just waiting a
Bated
second.
breath.
I'm trying to be smart.
Takes a couple of steps, turns around, and like.
Okay.
I'm trying to proceed with caution. It's a new stage of life.
The piece of red cloth, I'm actually going to go back to that door that we were at. I'm going to knock on it again and ask her if she knows what the red cloth is.
No, just go away. Leave us alone.
Can I don't have a bag of holding. It doesn't pull out a lollipop, huh? Okay. Road it goes.
Okay. All right. So you guys start making your way down the road.
Yeah.
Copper.
Okay. Somebody, I don't care who, roll 20-sided die.
Against question mark.
14.
Okay. So, for some reason, you have no idea why, but you all lock arms and start dancing.
God.
down the road.
Oh, this really is. What
Oh.
Does anyone else
We're
want
off to see Daknows.
Double A.
Uncle.
Double A.
The other guy.
Double A.
Double.
Does everyone know where we're skipping? Also,
You don't even realize
I
you're
hadn't even
skipping.
realized
Oh, it's so much worse.
It just seems so natural that you're just making your
Well,
way
we're
down
just-
the actual path.
Making our way down the Copper Road.
Yeah.
Is Laura Lil still checking the map?
As she looks at the map and yeah, I mean,
Okay.
okay. So after about, I don't know, 1,000 feet of doing that, you decide for some reason you kind of snap out of it and you start
That's good.
just keep making your way.
Did anyone realize you were skipping?
What are you
It
talking
just seemed
about?
like you were walking.
All right. Well, let's just keep on moving.
Okay? And that's where we're going to end tonight.
All right. I like
We're
it.
all gonna die.
I
They're
like
the
it.
field of
So excited for the
wildflowers.
musical episode.
Oh, I need to go check
Oh,
my
you
music.
haven't seen anything yet.
I'm glad that I like musical episodes.
It's gonna be the
All
Flash duet all over again.
So, everybody, I hope you really enjoyed yourself watching. Yeah, the next time that we actually play is going to be a very, very interesting adventure. So, I hope that
my
you
God.
have the
I hope.
opportunity to come in and watch and really get. There you go. Glad to see
sound
that
that
everybody's
joke.
in the spirit about
Now I really want to go watch that movie.
it.
I haven't seen it for years.
So, hope you can tune in a couple weeks. Would really appreciate it. Hope you had some fun tonight. If you have any questions, obviously feel free. Lord Kazumba, Jay, is overseeing this as well. So, he'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Okay? Thank you, everybody.
Thanks,
have yourselves a
everyone.
fantastic
Thank you.
night.
Thank you.
All right.
Pencil.